actually needing someone else to clog holes for him. And he's
Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rant? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back. And welcome to Friday Night Rants. It's a special edition. We are live reacting to Game 2 of the NBA Finals between the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs. Once again, man, shout out to all you guys out there, man. You guys know the deal on this channel, man. We want to continue to set the record straight, stop the lies, stop the narratives, stop them from rewriting history, guys. And again, like I said, man, in this live, you know what it's about, man. You guys know, man, we are going to live react to Game 2, man. Big game tonight for both teams, man. Both teams, man, is a big game for both teams. So, again, man, I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states that continues to support my channel. You guys know that I am truly, truly humbled. Again, man, it means a lot for you guys to come hang out with me on a Friday night. I hope you guys had a great week. Again, man, it means a lot. Shout out to everybody out there that continues to come through. Anyone that's donated to my channel, like I said, it means a lot. You guys, like I said, the comments, the emails, the messages you guys send me. Thank you very much to all you guys out there, man. Like I said, man, real recognize real. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos, these lives, they're for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, once again, shout out to everybody out there. I am truly, truly humble, guys. Got the pregame on right now. We are going to live watch this game together, essentially. Hopefully, it's a good game. I think it's going to be a good game. The first game was a good game. Like I said, we'll see what happens tonight. Again, shout out to my man, Machiavelli the Don, for coming through. Shout out to my man, George. George, what up, man? We're going to see what the Knicks do tonight. Again, listen, you guys know, listen, man, you guys know I'm rooting for the Knicks, right? So, again, man, I told you, I've never claimed to be a diehard Knicks fan or the biggest Knicks fan out there. I told you, I've doubted the Knicks all season. I've been doubting the Knicks for several seasons now. I was a wait and see. Man, you got to show and prove to me. But again, I will be rooting for the Knicks tonight. You guys know that, so I don't want to see anybody in the comment section crying because I'm rooting for the Knicks, all right? You guys know, I know some of you guys are out there rooting for the Spurs. Again, some of you guys are neutral. And some of you guys out there rooting for the Knicks. So that's what's going on tonight. So don't get upset with me because I'm rooting for the Knicks, man. Again, shout out to you guys. Shout out to my man Ivan. I know you're rooting for the Spurs. Again, man, thank you very much for coming through. My man Ivan, 1294. Shout out to you. Laney Music, shout out what's going on. Pivotal game 2. That's right. Big game. LeBum choked in 6 fouls, man. Shout out to you, man, for coming through. I appreciate you guys, man. Jordan Stop 82. Let's go, New York. You know the deal, baby. They better bring it tonight, man, because I know the Spurs are going to come out with some energy. I know the Spurs are going to come out really fierce tonight, man. And so the Knicks better be prepared, man. They better be ready for the Spurs and what they prepared to come, because I need the Spurs are going to be desperate tonight. They better be desperate. Shout out to Chris Garcia, AA77. Shout out to you. Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, I'm hoping the Knicks come out, like I said, come out strong tonight and just continue to play that defense, man. You can always fall back on your defense. And I'm hoping that my man Carlton Towns will continue to prove me wrong and continue to show me some defense that I didn't know that he could play. So once again, man, it will be a big game. Kaj81, shout out to you. Much respect for coming through. I appreciate you guys. Lynetta 402, what's up? Coming through as always. Chase 1738, you know the deal. John Freeman, what's going on? Thank you very much for you guys for coming through. Socks R2B, shout out to you. Love them skins, man. What up? Thank you for coming through. We're going to see what this game looks like tonight. It probably starts in like another 30 minutes. I wanted to talk about some of the things that we're talking about in the pregame. Davion, shout out to you. Callie Young, what up, man? I appreciate you guys coming through as always, man. Like I said, it means a lot. Chip Garcia, thank you very much for coming through. Millhouse, never mind. What's going on? Like I said, it means a lot to see the same names. Like I said, it really does, guys. Shout out to you guys, man. Troy Black, what up? Afro Abe. Yeah, man, I hope you – listen, man. I see you guys out there, man. We'll see what's going on with the Knicks. Said Knicks in 4. Man, if the Knicks sweep them, that'll be crazy, man. Ghetto see the general. I appreciate you, man. Much respect for coming through. Jobber Noblet, what up, man? A room for the Spurs. Now, I appreciate you guys. Like I said, man, we will see what happens tonight. Hopefully it's a good game. Like I said, I'll be rooting for the Knicks to win this game, but I know some of you guys out there rooting for the Spurs. It's all good either way. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys, man. Grand finale, what up? Appreciate you for coming through. Yeah, you know, it's funny. Yo, that is so funny that you said that. I literally said that exact same thing to my wife, I don't know, a couple of hours ago. We were talking about, game 2, and I told her I was going to live stream the game, and I talked about, possibly what would happen if the Knicks were to win a championship, like how much that would mean to New York City, because make no mistake about it, the New York Knicks guys are on another level. When you talk about New York City, and we talk about sports, yeah, you have the Giants and the Jets and the Yankees and the Mets, and they have their fan bases, guys. But, it's the Knicks, y'all. The Knicks, man, all right? The Knicks, the team of the city, man, all right? There was one basketball team for all those years, man. The New York Knicks, man, like I said, they were the team that everyone, was really getting behind, man. So when you talk about, with playing a Madison Square Garden and what it would mean for the Knicks to win a championship, I said to my wife, I'm like, they don't burn the city down. I'm like, they'll burn down the city, man, if the Knicks win. And I didn't mean that like in like a negative way, like they would, do it to like, in a malicious type of burn down. But the excitement, the way that people are not going to control themselves in New York City, all those people, you're talking about, think about how many people in New York City, guys, and all those damn fans in a small area is going to be insane. All right, the amount of crazy drinking and smoking and all kinds of other stuff is going to be going on. People are going to be, I tell you, they'll burn the city down, man. It really will. It's almost like, man, like I told you, the parade's going to be all crazy if the Knicks would have win a chance. I said, we can way far ahead of ourselves on that. But I told them the same thing, man. They'll burn the city down, man. That's how much it would mean to the city. Old school NBA fan. Shout out to you, man. What up? I appreciate you guys coming through. Bandhead. What's going on? Yo, shout out to you guys, man. It means a lot. Much respect. Daniel, what's going on? I appreciate you coming through. Buzz Darker, man. I appreciate you, man. Tuck 600. Yeah, listen, I tell you that to me, the Spurs, it is a big game for the Spurs, man. They got to be desperate tonight. That's why I think the Knicks, it's interesting for the Knicks. It's crazy. I said the same thing. I said people are going to jail. I told my wife, I said people are going to be going to jail, man. Absolutely going to jail. There's going to be all kinds of vandalism going on. Like I said, I don't know what's going to be happening, but I know if the Knicks win the championship, the kind of excitement and what that would bring in New York City, it would be out of control, man. All right, they would have to bring the reins in real quick, man. Real quick on these people, man. They'd be out of control. Dermond Robinson, shout out to you. So yeah, man, it's crazy when you talk about what this known unknown. What up? I hope you guys had a great week. I appreciate you guys coming through on a Friday night. You come hang out with me on a Friday night. I told you we're gonna watch the Knicks game. We're gonna react live to the Knicks game. I got the game on right here. I know some of you guys in the past had asked me about showing the game, like turning my screen to face the game. I am not allowed to put the game on the screen like that. They'll hit me with some copyright. I'll get all kinds of, I was already demonetized for lesser stuff. So there's no way I'd be able to put the actual game on the screen while I'm, doing this on YouTube this way. So like I said, I'm just going to give you guys my reaction. I'm not going to be like a play-by-play man, you know what I'm saying? But I will do my best if you guys are not able to actually watch the game to give you, some kind of overview so you get some kind of insight to, what's going on in the game. So to me, like I said, this is a big game for the San Antonio Spurs. Like I said, we probably have about 20 minutes before the game starts. So again, shout out to all you guys for coming through, man. Like I said, it means a lot. This is a big game for the Spurs because, like we've said earlier, the Knicks did, I guess technically what they're supposed to do, what you want to do, right? The point of is what you want to get is a split, right? You want to, get the home court advantage. So right now, as things stand, the Knicks have the home court advantage, right? Essentially, if the Knicks win every one of their home games, they win the series. There's nothing the Spurs could do if the Knicks win every one of their home games. That's the facts right now. That's the facts of the matter. That's where the series is right now because of game 1 win. That's why, essentially, when you think about what the Knicks did in game 1, how big that was, not only, for their mental, their psyche, their confidence, like I said, but overall what that means, and I told you, at 70% of the time in NBA's history, the team that's won game 1 has won the series. So it doesn't guarantee the Knicks a damn thing, and it doesn't mean anything for the New York Knicks. But again, when you talk about the history of the league, what winning game 1 does, and not only did they win game 1, they won game 1 on the road. They didn't win game 1 at home. They won game 1 on the road. So what that's done for the Knicks is put them in a very good position right now, like I said, because if they win every single home game, they win the series, guys. That's the facts. So what the Spurs are doing right now, what the Spurs have to do right now, is essentially they have to try to, they're desperate for this game. That's the least they can do right now for the Spurs. The least they can do is get this game tonight. That's the least they can do. That's the minimum. If they don't get tonight, then now they're down 0-2. We all know the implications of what that can mean. But if they don't get tonight, then again, they're in a bad position. But they have to at least get tonight just so they can keep the hopes of stealing a home game from New York and possibly getting home court advantage back in their favor. That's what they have to do, essentially. So it's never easy to win back-to-back games or to beat a team twice in an NBA Finals or in the playoffs in general. Teams make adjustments, right? Teams are good, man. These are good teams now. You're in the finals, right? These teams have, gone through a long road to get here, all right? I expect Victor Wembanyama to come out strong tonight. I expect Victor Wembanyama to take a lot of shots going towards the paint. That's what I'm expecting from Victor Wembanyama tonight. I'm expecting him to dominate the glass early in the game or attempt to try to rebound everything, because that's what the Spurs need. We all know he's their best player, obviously. But when he's aggressive to start, but not only aggressive shooting, but the kinds of shots that he's taking, he has to take the ball to the rim, but not initiate his offense from the three-point line. He needs to take the ball to the rim, but initiate from the elbow, initiate closer to the block than to the three-point line, which we've seen him do several times when the Spurs have been successful. So, overall, that's where we are right now as far as what this game means for the Spurs. They have to get this game, guys. It's not a must-win, but they have to get the game. You got to get this game right here if you want to keep yourself in a good position, like I said, to possibly steal back the home court advantage. Because, like I said, shout out to Hoop Oracle. What up, man? David Young Sr., what up, guys? That's right. Live by D, 3, die by 3. For someone like Victor Wembanyama, I did the video last season on Victor Wembanyama talking about what the Spurs record was when he attempted more than 6 threes in these games. And we talked about the adjustments this season. I praised Victor Wembanyama earlier this season. I did a video talking about the adjustments that he made this season. He was only taking about 3 or 4 threes per game throughout most of this season, Victor Wembanyama. And he had talked about going to see Hakeem Olajuwon in the offseason and working on some of the, low post play and some of the moves closer to the rim, the footwork around, the block area and beyond. And that has seemed to have really done a good thing for Victor Wembanyama this season. Had a great season, like I said, and really toned down the three-point shots. When I told you the year before, he was taking 8, 9, 10 threes a game throughout that season before he went down with the injury. So again, shout out to Victor Wembanyama for making the adjustments and not becoming a three-point chugger. But I told you at times he falls in love with that three. And in game 1, in fact, he took 9 3-point shots. Of his 21 shots were threes. And again, he did not shoot the three well when he made two of those 9. So again, I'm expecting him to come out strong, attack the rim. So that's going to put a lot of pressure on Karl-Anthony Towns. And again, I was a Karl-Anthony Towns doubter. I told you guys I do not believe that he's going to be your number one guy and lead you to the promised land. But I've told you what I've seen from Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns as a duo now. And I think we have to start looking at Karl-Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson as a duo. And I never looked at it that way, but that's what they are. They're an actual duo out there on the court. When you talk about their positions, what they do on the court, they're an actual duo. And what Karl-Anthony Towns did in game 1 on the defensive end, once again, to me, was the most impressive thing that I saw from him in game 1. I was very impressed with his defense down the stretch when they were going one-on-one, when he was man up against Victor Wembanyama, and Victor Wembanyama was attempting to make plays and to take over the game late in the game. Karl-Anthony Towns put his body in position and was able to get a hands up on a lot of these shots and force Victor Wembanyama into some difficult shots that Victor Wembanyama can make. These were a lot of makeable shots for Victor Wembanyama that he missed. But again, forcing these guys to take difficult shots, right? Not allowing them to have open looks, right? To be able to step into these shots, to shoot with confidence all night long. Karl-Anthony Towns actually played very good defense against Victor Wembanyama. So I was very impressed with Karl-Anthony Towns, like I said, who continues to shut someone like me up in the things, that I've talked about with Karl-Anthony Towns, even though I still continue to tell you guys that he is a very flimsy and Gumby rubber leg type of player. I told you he continues to fall down the court repeatedly. He falls very awkwardly, Karl-Anthony Towns, and he's just a very, I don't know, like I said, he just plays a very feminine style of basketball game to me. But nonetheless, man, a shout out to him for what he did. I expect the Knicks to continue to keep the energy levels up. Guys like Josh Hart, this is a big game, like I said, for the role players, because usually on the road, the role players are not going to usually be there for you at that level consistently. They're going to be better at home And the really great role players in NBA's history, the great role players, the really good role players, right? They're consistent on the road or at home. That's why they're considered great role players and guys that you can count on, right? The Manu Ginobili, some of these guys that you would consider a role player or maybe a side kick to a Tim Duncan or to a main player. Some of these guys are consistent, whether it's home or on the road. And shout out to Manu Ginobili again, because they had Manu Ginobili up there with in the studio there with Ernie Johnson and Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. They had Manu Ginobili up there, and they were talking to Manu Ginobili about the Spurs, and they were talking about Greg Popovich and some of the things that Greg Popovich would talk to him about in some of the huddles and in between some of the games at the practices. So again, shout out to someone like Manu Ginobili, and like I said, some of the things that he would do out there on the basketball court. And the clutch play of Manu Ginobili, and some of the things that they're showing this really cool commercial right there that he did for the San Antonio Spurs. So it was good to see him out there. Charles Barkley yelled, "Ginobili, Ginobili," and Manu Ginobili talked about how to this day he still gets people that yell Ginobili like that, because of Charles Barkley. And he was like, I really appreciate that, Charles, because to this day I still get people yelling Ginobili. Because of him. So shout out to him. So again, they had Chris Tucker. Shout out to Chris Tucker. I saw Chris Tucker. He came up to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Charles, and Shaq and them. He came up there. So shout out to Chris Tucker. Like I said, man, I always liked a lot of his movies. I always liked Rush Hour. Rush Hour to me was one of the funniest movies. I always liked him and Jackie Chan. I thought they had great energy on the screen, great chemistry. When you talk about great duos, you talk about Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, great duo. So once again, shout out to Chris Tucker. He's at the game tonight, and they had him up there. So like I told you guys, once again, shout out to you guys for coming through. The game is probably going to be starting in like 10 minutes, I believe. So right now, they have the pregame going on with Richard Jefferson, Tim Legler, and Mike Breen. So again, I told you guys, and we were talking about, some of the keys for the Spurs tonight. And what I expect to see from the San Antonio Spurs, someone like De'Aaron Fox. They're going to need De'Aaron Fox to step up. Yo, Xavier the guy, shout out to you. Yeah, Craig and Smokey. Yeah, obviously Friday, that was a classic when I was in high school that came out. And like I said, that was a movie that we watched repeatedly over and over again on VHS when that movie came out. And we remember, like I said, a lot of those movies, Money Talks. I saw somebody put Money Talks down there. There's a lot of movies with Chris Tucker. Like I told you, with the chemistry with Jackie Chan and him, to me, was hilarious because you never saw that coming. I mean, at least, I don't remember seeing that coming. Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan having that kind of on-screen chemistry in that kind of a movie, to me, was outstanding. And you talk about, like I said, what Jackie Chan does in these movies. We all know, and we talked many times on these live shows about Jackie Chan and the level of stunts that he performs in his movies. And Rush Hour, sensational stunts and sensational stuff from Jackie Chan. I mean, just so many great scenes and lines from Chris Tucker with Jackie Chan. I mean, even when you think about the end of the movie, the outtakes are hilarious. Think about some of the outtakes in these movies. I mean, just great stuff from those two guys. So again, shout out to Chris Tucker, who's in the building in San Antonio, watching the game there. So again, guys, like I said, man, once again, I appreciate you guys coming through. JB was here. What up, man? I appreciate you guys coming through on a Friday night. I hope you guys had a good week. Like I said, I hope you guys continue to be too smooth. Yeah, for real, man. You guys know the deal, man. I hope you guys continue to have a good weekend or a good night while we watch this game and see what happens. Like I said, in this game too, it's an important game for both teams. I told you it's an important game for the Knicks to continue to keep that same mindset, to play desperate, to play hungry, right? The Knicks haven't done anything. You haven't done anything. You won one game. You could lose the next 4 games in a row. Like we've seen it happen before. You could lose the next 4 games in a row. Next thing you know, they said you could lose the next 3 games. You could lose the next 2 games, and all of a sudden you're down the series. Remember, the Knicks need to remember that they're the underdog here. They were the underdog coming into the series. Most people were picking against the Knicks. They're the underdog. They need to remember that and understand that they're the underdog. No matter what, winning the first game and all this stuff. They need to continue that same mindset continue to play with that same toughness, that same defensive intensity that the New York Knicks played with. I mean, this is not the '90s Knicks defense. It's funny. Me and my son, we'd be playing basketball out in the driveway sometimes, and sometimes when I'm out there playing against him, I tell him I'm the '90s Knicks D. I'm like '90s Knicks D, '90s Knicks D. What you gonna do against the '90s Knicks D? And he starts laughing, and he's like, "What are you talking about, Dad? What does that even mean? Like, what does that even mean, '90s Knicks D? What are you trying to say?" I'm like, "Yo, the '90s Knicks defense, man. I'm all over you like the '90s Knicks D, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing physical on you like the '90s Knicks D." So this isn't the '90s Knicks defense, but we all know it was a different league. It was a different era. What you were allowed to do, like the '90s Knicks, these guys would foul out now, playing in this weak ass, like I said, officiating standard that they have now. But the Knicks defense in game one was outstanding. You guys realize that was the first game this playoffs that the Spurs did not crack 100 points. So when you think about them playing against a OKC Thunder in a 7-game series, there was never one game that the Spurs held them under 100 points. So the Knicks holding them under 100 points in that game one, once again, not saying that means they're going to win the series, but that was a big deal considering, like I said, that they had not been under 100 points for the entire playoffs. So I thought that was actually pretty interesting when you think about that. Yeah, shout out to you guys. I see you guys. Yeah, I'm glad they ain't going back to back. Rest in peace to Anthony Mason. I saw you guys mention Anthony Mason. Shout out to toughest SOB 24. Jalen Brunson is not overrated. Listen, man, I see somebody. I didn't say he was overrated. I didn't talk about Jalen Brunson. I see Jalen Brunson overrated too. Both Wemby and Brunson are industry plants, but Brunson more manufactured NBA politics. I mean, listen. This is the problem, with some people's mentalities and how we think about some of this stuff, right? We've talked about some of these other eras and how we feel about, some of the things that go on in the NBA, right? We've talked about the fishing standard, the travelers, the carries. We talked about, some of the games and how, they call fouls for all this little stuff now and how soft the game is, how soft some of the players are, right? And how guys load manage now and the flopping and all this stuff, right? We talk about a lot of these things. So we understand all of this. But when we're talking about watching these games, right, and we're talking about the players that are playing in this era, that are playing in this, in the game and in this league right now, and what they do. When we talk about Jalen Brunson, let's say, right, and we're talking about overrated. I don't know how Jalen Brunson could be overrated because what has Jalen Brunson been given? What does he have? Right? What does Jalen Brunson have that you're like, oh, he's overrated. He shouldn't have gotten this. Well, it doesn't make any sense. What the Knicks have done this season is what a lot of people were. I told you, remember, beginning of the season, the Knicks were getting touted and promoted as a team that maybe would go to the NBA Finals, as maybe a favorite to go to the Finals in the East. But remember, why were they saying this? This is why I was talking about the promotion of the Knicks. They were only saying this because of the injuries to Halliburton and Tatum. So people were saying the East was wide open. So the Knicks were, by default, one of the favorites to make the Finals in the East. It was by default, not because people thought the Knicks were so great, though. So what the Knicks actually did this season, I said, and I told you, to me, they were not great this season, right? They were not the best team in the regular season in the Eastern Conference, right? They didn't have the best record. They didn't dominate, in the regular season. They weren't the number one defense, right? But what they did throughout the season and what they did going into the playoffs is what they did was they seemed to find something that works. And what you've seen from Jalen Brunson is what we've seen and what we know that Jalen Brunson can do. Because the one thing that can't be denied about Jalen Brunson, he won the Clutch Player of the Year award last season. And what you know from Jalen Brunson is that his clutch time performances is something that's been consistent, has been continuous, and he's continued to do these things. So what you've seen Jalen Brunson do in the fourth quarter, what you've seen Jalen Brunson do, like I said, in some of these clutch time scenarios, is been something he's been consistently doing now. So again, if you go back to even on Dallas, people forget about Jalen Brunson. Go look about or think about what Jalen Brunson was doing on Dallas before he came to the Knicks. That's why the Knicks got Jalen Brunson, right? That's part of the reason why he came there, because of what he was doing in the Dallas Mavericks. So again, much respect to Jalen Brunson and the things that he continues to do on the basketball court, man. Yeah, I told you guys, I didn't think that Jalen Brunson or Karl Towns are number one guys. So what I see right now, what I think is going on, is you have two, to me, like number two guys playing with each other, but once again, taking turns being a number one guy. So what you've seen is they're allowed to do what they do. And in game one, Jalen Brunson did not play great. Right, but what he does great, he did great when he needed them to do it, right? So when they needed him to do it. So at the end of the game, he's known for being a clutch time performer. right? So regardless if he's a number one or a number two, right? Regardless if he's a superstar or not, regardless if he's been promoted a certain way or not, when they need him to do what he's known for doing, he did that. So the shots that he made, that's all him right there. All right, he was making some of these baskets on good defense. These guys played good defense, right? There was a couple of plays there where Vassell was all over him. There was a couple of plays where it didn't look like he was going to be able to get the shot off, and somehow he got the shot off. And like I said, and made these shots. So again, shout out to Jalen Brunson. Listen, there's been a lot of doubters of Jalen Brunson, not because of his lack of skills necessarily, or his lack of heart or any of that kind of stuff. But it was mostly due, for me anyway, it was mostly due to his durability issues. I had questions about his durability, right? He comes up hobbled oftentimes on the Knicks. So I questioned his durability, but also at his size, there were people that questioned what he would be able to do at that size because he doesn't have the athleticism of Allen Iverson, right? Or someone at that size, right? Allen Iverson, the dynamic ability of Allen Iverson, what he could do, the athlete that he was, Jalen Brunson's not that. So what he's able to do on the court is create room, create separation, right? Use angles, use the backboard, right? Like I said, use the footwork to get his shots off. And remember, it's all about the defense. All about the defense. The Spurs played really good defense. The Knicks have played really good defense. So it's going to come down to the defense, who's going to execute the most, right? And that's what you talk about, for some of these games, especially when they're close, right? When it's close like that. Remember, it was 95-94, and the Knicks missed a shot, and it was Jalen Brunson who tipped the ball out to Bridges. Remember, it was Jalen Brunson who did that, right? So him making that effort, jumping up there, tipping that ball as the smallest guy on the court, and tipping that ball out to Bridges, then moving to the corner, right? Moving without the ball, right? Moving to the corner, Bridges hitting him in the corner, and Brunson knocking that shot down. That the Knicks took the lead 97-95, and they never looked back from that. They ended up winning 105-95. So when you think about the play of the game in that fourth quarter down the stretch, Jalen Brunson making it, it wasn't just a shot. It was the tipping out of the rebound off the miss that the Knicks originally got. People forget, and I forgot, that Jalen Brunson won multiple championships in college at Villanova. So when you think about, his poise in some of these moments, that helps. Also, his father, being in the NBA, right? And you probably have seen some of the videos of his father and him, and what his father would, put him through as a young kid in some of these drills that he would put Jalen Brunson through. This is some pretty intense stuff when I saw some of this stuff, guys. So when you think about, like I said, what the Knicks did in game one, they won the game, I told you, in a collective game, a collective New York Knicks effort, where I told you guys like Josh Hart, a newbie, right? Even someone like Alvarado only coming in for like 10, minutes or so, whatever he came in for, coming in with energy, right? Bringing something to and adding something to the game, right? For the New York Knicks. Landry Shamet, I told you, I'm expecting the San Antonio Spurs. They're announcing the starting lineups right now. I'm expecting the Spurs to come out really with some energy, really intense, and really desperate tonight. The Knicks are going to have to be prepared, or this could be a potential blowout for the Knicks tonight. To me, the Spurs are going to be, like I said, fired up because they have to be, in my opinion. This is a must-win game for the Spurs. Obviously, it's not a must-win game as far as them, losing the series. But to me, to have to go back or to go to Madison Square Garden for game 3 down 0-2, I don't think the Spurs are going to be ready and prepared for what's going to be waiting for them in New York City on Monday night for game 3. Either way, whether the series is tied 1 game apiece or they're down 0-2, they're not going to be prepared for what New York City has for them when they go to Madison Square Garden for this first finals game since 1999. Guys, it's going to be insane in New York City Monday for this game. When you talk about celebrity row, when you talk about the who's who of people that are going to be there, when you talk about New York City alone, the people outside, the people in the city, like I said, it's going to be crazy. It shutting down. I don't know if they want to go back to that environment down 0-2, man. It's going to be nuts. Shout out to all the New York City people that are going to be there for Game 3. They getting ready to tip it up. The New York Knicks fans have taken over. They've taken over San Antonio. If there's any San Antonio people from San Antonio or Texas, shout out to my boy Chris Lowe, one of my old Navy buddies from San Antonio. I spent a week down at his house down in San Antonio back in 2010. San Antonio was a really nice place. We went actually by the Alamo there where the Spurs play basketball. We drove by that area. So shout out to anybody down in San Antonio. But the New York Knicks people have taken over your arena, man. They really have. Brunson's getting MVP chants out there, and you hear them out there, man, really loud. Yes, I do sandbag workouts all the time. You guys have seen my videos. They just tipped it off. The Spurs have won the tip. Shout out to Gino Panzitti, man. See, De'Aaron Fox now to be big tonight. He was really bad in game 1. See, there goes my man Wembanyama. See, he was attacking right away. Good ball movement from the Spurs. See, so good ball movement. Victor Wembanyama getting the ball on the perimeter, but no fancy moves from Wembanyama. A quick jab step and attacking Karl-Anthony Towns off the dribble into the paint. The defense collapses. They make one pass, another pass. Vassell wide open for a 3. 3-0 San Antonio. Knicks intensity looks good, though. Spurs intensity looks good early. Both teams up on defense. Karl-Anthony Towns on the perimeter with turnover. Oh, no. He saved it. So Brunson goes one-on-one. Bad possession from the Knicks. Very sloppy possession from the Knicks. Good defense from the Spurs. But the Knicks make the basket. Spurs down the court quick in transition. I like what I'm seeing from both teams early, man. The energy's good. Champagny early. See, so the Spurs have come out and on the attack on the first 2 possessions. Bad foul from the Knicks early. Why you don't want to make a foul there early? Just give Champagne, not give him the layup, but don't foul on that. He was already at the rim essentially. But you see Champagne not taking that 3. Normally Champagne's going to shoot that 3. He's not going to drive the lane like that. So shout out to Champagne for driving the lane right there on that play. But remember, I told you guys, the Spurs were getting a lot of free throws, a lot of the calls in game 1. They really were. Not saying they were getting unfair amount of calls or cheap calls, but they were getting some calls that the Knicks weren't getting. And I told you, in the first half, they shot 12 free throws and the Knicks shot 3. So good aggression. The Spurs are picking up full court right now. So they're really not playing games right now. Castle's picking up full court. Everyone's pressing up. They're really making Brunson work. Double teaming him on the good ball movement. Yeah, the Spurs are scrambling right now. Yup. Yeah, the Spurs are active right now on defense. They're really coming out strong. See, so Fox made a nice move there, but he missed the shot. Rebound, Karl-Anthony Towns. Spurs defense looks real tough right now. Early in the game, but they've come out. I mean, like, their defense is extended all the way to full court. Ooh, bad foul on Castle, man. Foul Brunson on a 3. Foul Brunson on a 3, man. Right now, it's 5-2. San Antonio Spurs up by 3, obviously, on the New York Knicks early in the game. The Spurs defense has been really up on the Knicks. They've been full court pressing on the Knicks, picking Brunson up full court, Castle. And Castle just gave a bad foul on Brunson, who drew the contact. This is the NBA, right? These guys will fall. They'll stay back on you, and they'll draw that contact from behind on the 3-point shot. So Brunson the line for 3. See, Castle, that's a bad foul on Castle right there, right? Like I said, whether it's a touch foul or one of those kinds of things, you don't even want to be in that vicinity like that. Like I said, you're a minute, 2 minutes into the game, and there's been a couple of quick fouls on both teams here that you want to try to avoid some of these touchy ticky-tack fouls early in this game. But again, the intensity from both teams seem to have come out ready in this game too. So the game is tied 5-5. Brunson hits all 3 free throws. Oh, my God, man. You got to be kidding me, man. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, that's a second foul on the Knicks already. We're only 2 minutes into not even 2 minutes into the game. Second foul on the Knicks. That's a bad foul on the Knicks. Castle trying to split the double team. Right? They try to trap him off the screen. And he split. And they trip him up. These are bad fouls, man. Can't do this stuff. Knicks being active. Good defense, good scramble. Champagny 3? Yeah, Champagny, man. I'm telling you, man, this dude Champagny, he's been on fire right now. Champagny knocks it down 8-5 Spurs. Again, man, Castle all over Brunson, man. They got to look to man, Brunson turns it over. And a foul again, another foul in the Knicks, man. This is getting out of control. This is getting crazy, man. Brunson goes down hard. Brunson's got to pass that, though, man. He's trying to dribble too much on Castle. He's got to get off the ball. Right? Get rid of it early, man. It's not looking good for the Knicks right now. They're going to be in the penalty in like 2 more fouls. And it's still, like I said, not barely over 2 minutes into this quarter. Yeah, Castle. I told you, Castle's aggressive, man. He just keeps coming at you. Yeah, he's relentless. See, but the Knicks, you got to attack. Yeah, OG. Yeah, see, OG went right out with the Wembanyama, and he used the rim to protect himself. You got to use the rim. You got to be smart. He can't go past the rim. Good play by Newbie. 10-7 Spurs. Good defense by the Knicks right now. Karl Towns getting a hand in there. Scramble. Champagny banked it in from the side. Yo, Castle is all over Brunson, man. He's smothered him. The Knicks need to stop playing this perimeter game. They got to attack. Good pass. Newbie. Yo, OG right now. OG, look at he come to play. OG came to play right now. He's starting off right now. 13-10 Spurs. Castle's been super aggressive, man. He's been really. Wembanyama, he's not being looking for the ball, really. Here he goes. He only touched the ball like 2 times, Wembanyama. I don't know why they're not going to Wembanyama. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, how do you not let Wembanyama touch the ball? He's not touching the ball. Brunson, man, that looked like that was a little bit of contact on the body. Grab the ball. Yeah, see, the Spurs are playing tough defense right now. They're letting the Spurs, play. Brunson's trying to do a little bit of, he's doing a little bit of acting right now, Brunson, man. He needs to go up strong on these guys. Yeah, because they're not giving him that stuff. Castle's been crazy on the defensive end right now on Brunson. I mean, these guys are really up. They're keeping the Knicks on the perimeter. The Knicks got to try to look to penetrate. Man. Josh Hart. See, Josh Hart had 0 turnovers in game 1. First turnover for Josh Hart already in the first quarter right now. Step on the sideline, man. Step on the baseline. Like, see, the Knicks right now, the energy is good for the Knicks, but they're looking sloppy right now. 3 fouls already, 2 also for the Knicks. They're not even going to Wembanyama, though. Now, see, they go to Wembanyama, he just dunked it. So shout out to Wembanyama dunking the ball. I mean, the dude barely jumps when he dunks these things. But here goes the defense again by the Spurs, extending, trapping Brunson. Hart's wide open in the corner. Yeah, you see, you got it. I mean, if I'm Josh Hart, I'm driving on that. No, go. You got to keep running. You got to run. Run down the court. Come on, Towns. Brunson pull up 3. Bang! I'm going to do my own Mike Breen. Bang! 15-13 San Antonio right now. Back and forth right there. Castle's been aggressive, but they're not really going to Wembanyama right now. Step over on the D. Oh, Harper's in the game now. They put Harper in for Johnson. And as soon as Harper comes in, he scores. Yeah, so they got to watch out for Harper, man. They put Harper in for Fox. Come on, Towns. Towns ain't trying to take no shots. Towns puts up a 3, though. See, man, they chuck these threes up, man. Like, come on, Towns. Like, you guys trying to mix it up, man. Wembanyama for 3. I don't know. Wembanyama, don't be shooting them threes. Come on, Knicks, run. Spurs are playing really good D right now. Come on, take him, Karl-Anthony Towns. Take him, Cat. Where you at? You guys got to cut. See, the Knicks are not cutting right now. The Knicks are standing on the perimeter. Everyone's standing on the perimeter. No one's attacking the rim. See, everyone's standing outside. Look at the Spurs. They got 3 guys in the paint right now. Look at that. Castle again. How many fouls has Castle drawn right now? Castle's drawn like 4 fouls on the Knicks. All the fouls I think have been on Castle. The Spurs are getting into the paint. All the Spurs are like moving towards the paint. All the Knicks guys are standing on the outside of 3. Someone goes in, everyone's standing on the outside. Timeout, Knicks. I don't know right now. And certainly, but the Knicks looking real sloppy. They got the energy, but the energy is not going to get it done alone. Right? They got to execute a little bit here. They're not executing. And Castle's a problem right now on both sides of the ball. Again, Victor Wembanyama's only touched the ball like 3 or 4 times in the first, in this first part of the game right now. And he hasn't really been on the rebounds or the glass like that either. So they've been able to, kind of keep Victor Wembanyama quiet here to start the game. And Castle has been the guy right now as far as the energy goes, as far as his defense on Brunson. He's been picking up full court on Brunson. So, Brunson's using a lot of energy just trying to get the ball across half court. And some of these plays, he's barely got across half court, Brunson. Bridges, I don't know where Bridges has been. I haven't even heard Bridges' name yet. He hasn't done anything out here on the court, Bridges. And I told you guys, everyone's standing around. And Karl-Anthony Towns got to be more aggressive, man. See, that was part of the problem for Victor Wembanyama in game 1, is that Karl-Anthony Towns was being aggressive, right, on offense. So he was making Victor Wembanyama, right, have to guard him. He was being aggressive against him. You got to be aggressive, right? Make him guard you on D. And the next guys are fouling, man. Spurs defense looking real tough right now. And we'll see what they do with Harper and De'Aaron Fox and what rotations the Spurs coach wants to utilize with Keldon Johnson, who hasn't been great in the playoffs. Like I said, Harper, Fox, right? Vassell. Like what you want to do with all these guys, the combinations that you want to use. Harrison Barnes, right, hasn't played as much either. What do you want to do with these guys? How are you going to play them? The Spurs have had some issues when Wembanyama gets subbed out. And I don't understand why Wembanyama can't play, 40 minutes, 38, 39 minutes. I know that he's tall and I understand all that, but he's 22 years old. He's young. He's in the prime of his life. So I don't know why he can't be on the basketball court in a finals, right, when it matters most, 40 minutes. I think they sub him out too much. I would keep him in there as long as possible. But that's just me. And I understand how big he is, and it's not easy to move around that size. But sometimes, like I said, I feel like they sub him out too much. So I said early on, to me, the Spurs defense, I think, is the story of the game right now. I told you, I'm very impressed with Castle and his aggression again, and the pressure he's putting on the Knicks, but also his defense on Brunson has been the story. It's kind of messing the Knicks up right now. They're not really able to come down the court in rhythm and get into their stuff. Brunson's having a hard time. He's got to keep turning, getting across that court. And it's hard to get Castle off of him. Yeah, right now they're talking about the Spurs defense early on and what they're doing to the Knicks. Legler's talking about how they're making the Knicks, forcing them to these bad shots. Yeah. Yeah, he was talking about points in the paint. And I told you the Knicks right now, they're standing on the perimeter. So Tim Legler was saying that, the Knicks got to try to get these points in the paint. And what the Spurs have been doing early in this game is keeping all of their shots outside the paint. So Castle the line, 17-13 Spurs. Castle missed the first free throw. But I told you, he missed both free throws, actually. Oh, my God. Come on, man. And then somehow it goes off the Knicks, and it's a Spurs ball. So he missed both free throws, and they still get the damn rebound. Get the ball on the inbounds. Insane, man. Again, Champagnie making a play. Oh, come on again. Come on, man. A foul on Karl Towns on the inbounds. They're in the penalty, right? They're in the penalty. They're in the bonus. Come on, man. See, Karl Towns, he tried to make an athletic play, but he ain't that kind of athlete. And the play that he tried to make, he can't make those plays. That's a bad foul, man. Bad fouls for the Knicks, man. Cornet, he fouled Cornet and put him at the line. Make the first free throw, 18-13 Knicks. Spurs. He missed his second one. Come on, Shamet, down court to Shamet. He hit the rim. Did he hit the rim? No, they're not giving the Knicks anything right now. I thought Shamet might have got some foul right there, man. Oh, nice. Harper. Harper just cooked Shamet and dunked the ball, man. He threw it down. I think Darren Fox needs to ride the bench and just keep Harper in there, man. Damn, son, that was crazy. Come on, Karl Towns. Like, Kent got a cornet on him, man. He need to take this dude onto the hole. Damn, he just dunked on Karl Towns. So I must have been behind for a second here. I think I just caught up right now. Also, Karl Towns hits a three. All right, it's 20-16 right now. The Spurs are up. 2016. So now Brunson and the Carter Bryant kid are getting into it. See, I told you, they're letting the Spurs be a lot more physical with the Knicks, and the Knicks are getting called for a lot of soft fouls to me. I feel a lot of touch fouls. Yo, take this fool. See, the Knicks are on the perimeter a lot. The Spurs are up on. Brunson step out of bounds. Like, come on, man. See what I'm saying? The Knicks out here playing games. Y'all playing games. The Spurs are all up on them, man. And look at Brunson just step out of bounds. Come on, dude. Are you kidding me, man? Come on, run, man. Y'all gotta run. Knicks playing real sloppy right now. They're only down by 4, 20-16. The Spurs defense is the story of the game right now. They're just playing real intense. Oh, Karl Towns. See, Karl Towns fell down. I told you, he just falls down for no reason, Karl Towns. The tracker, that's one for Karl Towns. Now they got De'Aaron Fox back in the game. Bad shot by Vassell. Vassell just chucked up a contested three. To me, that was a bad shot. Yo, they're just hounding Brunson, man. They're really going to make Brunson work tonight. Everyone that's... Oh, my goodness gracious, man. They're all over Brunson, man. They made it a point, whatever their game plan coming into this game was, it was definitely to bump Brunson, to hit Brunson, to grab Brunson, to be on Brunson, to everything with Brunson, man. Because the way that they're playing against him right now, everyone's pushing him like this. They're just getting into it right now. Him and the Carter kid is getting into it. He keeps putting the forearm into Brunson, and Brunson don't like it. I don't know why my man Carlingtown falling down like that. See, Brunson needs to stop. He's trying to draw fouls too much. He needs to just play his game. Bad shot by McBride. I don't like that shot. To me, they have to rebound. They should have, taken it back for a better shot. But see, Brunson's not playing his game right now. He's too concerned with what's going on. He's getting caught up in the stuff. Nice shot by Fox. So right now, Wembanyama's on the bench. This is the time when the Knicks usually make a run, and the Knicks on the offensive end are still discombobulated on offense. All the way, Shamet, the lane's open. See what I'm saying? Like the Knicks are like playing like this weird style, a hesitant game. So now Fox is talking to Shamet. It's getting a little heat now. This was gonna happen, right? (22-18), Spurs up. Shamet the line for two. I think it was a foul on Fox or Vassell. The game is intense right now. As far as you see a lot of guys talking to each other in between these plays. So it's interesting to see how it's game two. Oh, wait, Mitchell Robinson at the free throw line. Mitchell Robinson got fouled. He made the free throw. They were trying to get him to miss the free throw. They were booing him at the line and all that stuff. And he made the free throw. Mitchell Robinson can't shoot free throws for a damn. You got Fat Joe over there in the crowd. (22-19) Spurs. The Knicks got to make a little run right here with Wembanyama on the bench. They got to play some good D. Stepped over. The Knicks are stepping slow tonight. Okay, to the Spurs. See again, man. The Knicks are letting these guys get in these. They're finding the lanes on the Knicks. The Spurs. Good take by Vassell. 24-19. See right now the points in the paint. Spurs 12 points in the paint. The New York Knicks 4 points in the paint. So what the Spurs are doing right now is that they're doing a Hacker Robinson technique. This is really corny and cheesy to me. In the first quarter, they're doing Hacker Robinson and they're fouling Mitchell Robinson to put him at the line. I don't like this tactic. I think this is weak. I think this is whack. This is weak stuff right here. You're fouling Mitchell Robinson on purpose. We're doing Hacker Robinson with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. So again, man, they went to a timeout. Mitchell Robinson shooting 2 free throws when we come back, man. This is kind of weak stuff from the Spurs. This is part of their strategy, I guess, coming into this game. Mitchell Robinson is pretty bad at free throws, so we'll see what happens. But I think this is still kind of a weak move at the beginning of the game of an NBA Finals. To me, this is what the mentality is showing to me. The Spurs is they're intimidated by the New York Knicks. That's what to me this speaks to, and I'm seeing it as that you're intimidated by the Knicks, man. You're at home. You guys are that intimidated. And remember, they did it for Shaquille O'Neal, guys. Shaquille O'Neal, right? We understand why you do for Shaq and some of these other great players. You're doing Hacker Robinson, man. So again, he's made one of the first 2. So again, he's already made them pay. He made one of the first 2. So again, I think this speaks to a weak mindset. If this was Hacker at the end of the game, and this was, that kind of strategy, yeah, that would be us. To me, I would have no problem with that. But you're doing this in the first quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're Hacker Robinson. You guys look scared, man. Yo, I'm gonna get some water real quick, guys. Give me a break. Give me a second here. They're on a commercial.
The Colonel has a bucket list. A $10 one. Monday nuggets. Tuesday fried chicken. Wednesday wings. Thursday tenders. Friday nuggets again. Now that's living life to the fullest. Get a $10 bucket of the day from KFC.
All right, sorry, y'all. Sorry, I'm back. Like I said, guys, I respect it because it's their game plan. I respect it. I'm not saying that, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I said I think it looks weak. It looks weak But I respect whatever their game plan is. We'll see what Robinson does out here on the basketball court. It's always funny to me, how you have certain situations, where some of these players get up there, and it really, to me, at this point, for some of these guys, it becomes a mental thing. I remember when I played basketball in high school, I was never really good at free throws. No, it was never something that I, was confident in or felt like I was in like a rhythm at the free throw line. And it's just crazy how sometimes it gets to a point where you're just in your head, like where you just in your head. It is like, what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of them things. So, for someone like Mitchell Robinson, it just gets to a point where you just mentally can't do it now, right? Where you're mentally against yourself, and now you're just fighting against yourself, and essentially you have to try to snap out of it. It's essentially like what I talk about, with some of this stuff on my fitness and health channel. Sometimes I talk about some personal stuff with men, right? And how, men sometimes, they feel like, certain situations. And a lot of times, our performances and how we perform, a lot of that stuff comes down to your mental, your mind. You just don't doubt yourself. I told you, you a man. Don't ever doubt yourself in that area, right? In that part of life. Because you're a man, damn it. And you remember that. So whenever you feel them doubts creeping in, just remember, I'm a man. And a man handle business, man, and don't worry about that stuff, because then you a man and stuff, man. So it's mental stuff, right? That's what it is sometimes. You just mentally, jacking yourself up. Believe in yourself. You're going to be all right. So let's see if Robinson can go up there and have some confidence, man, and make a shot. Nope. I mean, the crazy thing about Robinson's shots is that their line drives and they hit the rim so hard, it's like they're going to break the rim. So in the playoffs, he's 14 for 47. So like I said, I don't like it, but I respect it. So of course he missed both. 24-19 Spurs get the rebound. Wembanyama still on the bench. Come on, Shem, man. Terrible defense, man. Scramble for the Knicks and Fox. Open three, man. Cash. 27-19, man. Not looking good for the Knicks early right now, man. The Knicks are just not looking. They look real sloppy, man. They came out with some good energy, but they're just sloppy. And I mean, listen, they're fouling Robinson again. They've just found Mitchell Robinson, man. This is what we're doing. I mean, listen, the Knicks on offense, even before they were doing this fouling stuff, I don't know what they were doing on offense. I told you the Spurs had all of their stuff pushed out way past the three-point line. So shout out to the Spurs and their defense right now. They're just dominating the basketball game early. Mitchell Robinson made the first one. Wembanyama checking back in. So Wembanyama got a good break, a good rest, and they actually extended the lead without Victor Wembanyama. When he went to the bench, it was 22-18, I believe, or 27-20 when he checks back in. Knicks look real sloppy, though. Real sloppy. He made both free throws. Wow. So he's 3 for 6 at the free throw line, Mr. Robinson. Yo, De'Aaron Fox is playing good right now. I'll give him credit early in the game. He started off the game with some good energy. 7 points, 3 or 4 for De'Aaron Fox. Once again, man, Harper's all over Brunson. The Knicks can't even get into their offense. Brunson's got to turn his back. They're trapping him. I mean, I don't even know what Brunson's doing, though. He needs to give the ball up. Get the ball at your hands, dude, and go move away. He just keeps dribbling the ball, and they're just trapping him. Yeah, like I said, they're going full blitz on Brunson, but Brunson's holding the ball too long. See, like right now, Vassell all over him. Make a move or give it up, dude. And there he goes again. See, Brunson keeps doing this running. See, this would piss me off with Brunson, though. When he starts doing that, trying to get foul crap. Yeah, see, man. Yeah, 31-21, man. The Spurs, I tell you, this guy, what I tell you guys before the game, this could get ugly real fast if the Knicks are not ready. I told you guys this. I said that. You got to attack. I mean, the Knicks are just completely stuck. All right. See, that was good movement right there. But even that basket was tough to get. 31-23. Spurs are just, I mean, the Spurs are really. Wembanyama falls down to his knee. I don't know what happened there. I hope he's all right. Yeah, he's all right. He's up. Oh. Foul on who? Anunoby? See, Brunson does a lot of that, like, trying to fall in, like, that James Harden crap, man. You can't do that James Harden crap out here, man. It's the finals. Wembanyama missed the first free throw. I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, listen, guys. He's got to see what Brunson got to do. And like I said, I'm not, a coaching like that. I'm like, to me, what the Spurs are doing to him, what his adjustment should be is when he's coming up, get rid of the ball and move quick, like a give and go type of scenario. Because if they're overplaying you, it'll be easier for you to get the step on them when you give the ball up. They say use their aggression against them. But what he keeps doing is dribbling into the trap. They're trapping him with the baseline. I mean, with the half court line. These guys, see, look where they have the Knicks. The Knicks are on the half court line. They can barely get across half court, guys. He stepped on the half court line. I told you guys, the Spurs defense has the Knicks barely across half court, barely getting across half court. The Knicks. I don't know if he touched the half court line on that. I think that was a bad call of the referee. The Knicks are really getting hosed, I think, in some of these calls, but all the aggression and energy is on the Spurs. They're getting the benefit of the doubt. That's actually the first good play for the Knicks. Fast break opportunity to get a basket on a steal from the Knicks. That's their best defensive and offensive possession right there on a transition play. 32-25. So the Knicks have played pretty bad in this first quarter. They're only down by 7. It's not bad, really. The Spurs defense has been the story of the first quarter, man. Real intense defense from the Spurs. Wembanyama wide open. See, I like that play from Wembanyama, man. See, Wembanyama was wide open for 3, and he passed it up. He pump faked and went to the hole for the layup. So great play by Wembanyama there. Come on, Brunson, you got to attack, man. Yeah, Brunson's not playing good. Brunson's starting off the same way he started game 1. So maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. But Wembanyama, that was a nice play by Wembanyama there. He was wide open for the 3. He could have easily taken the 3. He pump faked it, went to the hole, basket. Yeah, that was a nice play by Wembanyama, man. It really was. But yeah, that was a bad call. And the Knicks are getting hosed on some of these calls. The Knicks, they really have. I want to say at least 2 or 3 calls. That half-court line, he did not step on the half-court line. McBride, a couple of those foul calls to me were suspect. To me, Brunson, has gotten roughed up at several plays here in the first quarter. But overall, all in all, the Knicks down by 9 in the first quarter here. And I told you, the story of the game has been, to me, the Spurs' overall team defense has been outstanding, extending the Knicks out to. I told you they're beyond the 3-point line so far that, like I said, they're almost getting barely across half court, and they're trapping Brunson essentially, with 2 players and the half court line, and they're just not really being able to penetrate against their man on ball. They just can't get past their initial defender. And we talked about the hacker Mitchell Robinson. So we'll see if they continue to use those tactics. We'll see if they continue to keep Mitchell Robinson in the game with this going on. And we'll see if the Knicks, let's say, can step up a little bit and put some pressure. They can't get Seeming in the paint. The Spurs are dominating in the paint right now. Castle getting in the paint. Victor Wembanyama's attacked the paint several times now. I told you guys the first play of the game. Victor Wembanyama straight line drive right to the rim, and then pass it off, and they were able to get a basket in the rotation from the Knicks. The Knicks, they were in trouble there. They were on the ropes. They really were on the ropes. Now I can't show you guys the game, man. So some of you guys, I can't show you guys the game. There's the NBA. They have copyrights and restrictions against showing their stuff on TV screen. So I can't play the live game on the screen right now and record this stuff. They'll copyright strike my live show. I told you I already got demonetized on this channel for less. So the second quarter is going to be starting soon. So we'll see. Like I said, we'll see what happens in this second quarter with the energy from the Spurs. I mean, listen, what the Spurs are doing on the defensive end is going to take a lot out of them, right? I mean, like I said, it has to, because that's how intense their defense is right now, guys. I mean, they're extended, crazy right now. Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah, no, you're not the first person. Other people have asked me that in the past also. But yeah, you're not allowed. You're restricted on a lot of those kinds of things. What you can really do. I mean, I told you, even like with the volume, I get worried about having the volume up too loud and having maybe like music playing in the background, from the game, and because music is really restricted. Like if you play music, even like a second of someone's music, you can get in big trouble out here. So it's really crazy how the restrictions they have on a lot of this stuff, man. So right now they're talking to Mike Brown. Yeah, see, so the Knicks started off 3 for 5. They ended up finishing, or they went after that. They ended up going 5 for 16 after that. So you see the Spurs defense really clamped them up, locked them down. The Knicks, to me, not really taking good shots. See, and again, the Knicks are doing a lot of falling down. Shamet falling down on the three-point attempt as if he got hit. They're really looking for the refs to give them some bailouts, it looks like. The Knicks need to just play and stop worrying about this stuff. Yo, good shot by Castle in the corner, man. If Castle's making threes, the Knicks are in trouble. It's 37-25. The Knicks are on the ropes right now as far as like what they need to come out with in the second quarter. The defense from, like I said, the Spurs is just so crazy right now. Karl-Anthony Towns knocking down a three. But even that shot, that was a tough shot for Karl-Anthony Towns. They're not really getting good shots off to me, the Knicks. The Spurs seem to really be able to get whatever they want. They really are. They're really, I mean, Castle is really, to me, he's the guy right now leading the attack. Champagne for three. Off the back of the rim. Wembanyama with the rebound. Offensive rebound. Back to Castle. Oh, Castle, I mean, Alvarado. Oh, man, good. That was a block? Bad shots, man. Goodness gracious. I don't know, man. That was good defense right there. I think that was Shamet. Get a rebound, man. My goodness. All right, so Brunson's on the bench right now, so the Knicks are in trouble, man. Like right now, they gotta do something with Brunson on the bench. They gotta find some offense. This is where Karl-Anthony Towns has a post up. He got Castle on him right now. You got to go to work on Castle. Come on, Towns falling down again. That's 2 times for Towns falling down on the ground. And I don't know why Towns doesn't go in strong. He throws up a one-hand running floater on Castle. Take that dude to the hole. They're letting them play a little bit right now. It's getting a little bit physical out here on the basketball court. The Spurs, for me, have been the more physical team. But the Knicks are doing a little bit of flopping right now, more so than the Spurs, I think. But the game has been physical to a degree when you talk about what the Spurs are doing on the defensive end. And like I said, how they're allowed to kind of really be up in the Knicks space. Like when the Knicks are getting the ball, the Spurs are right there on them. I mean, they're all up on them. Towns has to be aggressive right now with Brunson not in the game, right? Like the Knicks can't let this game get a hand right now. They got to keep this game in striking distance because you're on the road. You want to keep the game in striking distance, right? The first game they ended up going down by 14 points. right? You don't want to let it get anything like that again, or anything beyond that. 37-30 right now, Spurs. The Knicks defense is just not as good. Man on ball defense. Yeah, oh wow, they called the offensive foul on Dylan Harper on the drive against McBride. Because I was gonna say right now tonight, the Spurs defense on the perimeter has been better than the Knicks perimeter defense. Oh, yeah, he elbowed him right in the head. Yeah, he elbowed McBride right. Yo, it's getting crazy out there. Castle is full court pressing everybody. Whoever brings the ball up, he's all over Alvarado right now. Whoever brings the ball up, he's full court pressing them. Yeah, Wembanyama with the block on Alvarado. But yo, shout out to Alvarado though for going to attacking the rim. Like that's what you got to do. Like they were all if they're extending out on you, you have to attack. Yo, Carly Towns taking to a hole on Wembanyama. 37-32 Knicks. Spurs. Good move by Carly Towns, man. Because he got to be aggressive, man. There's no Brunson. Good defense right there by the Knicks. Good defense by Carly Towns. Let's go. Transition, man. Hustle. He kicked it out. Ah, damn. That was a big shot right there. The Knicks needed that. Come on, get down court. Help him out. Yo, Castle's doing a little bit acting out here, man. Castle, he's doing a little bit of selling stuff. Doing a little bit of throwing his body around like crazy right now, Castle. But damn, the dude playing crazy, aggressive. But Castle's been on the floor at least 3 or 4 times himself. Foul on Alvarado. See, and that looked like that was a foul on Wembanyama too, and they didn't call no foul on Wembanyama on that Carly Towns dunk. See what I'm saying? Like, the Spurs are getting away with some of the calls that the Knicks are getting called for, man. 38-32 Spurs. Yeah, Castle's been real aggressive out there, man, tonight. He has.
But also don't forget he was a national champion before they drafted him, a one-and-done situation. When you have that pressure as an early player, and then you join a place like the San Antonio Spurs.
39-32 Spurs.
Give them those opportunities. Those are the things that players like Castle dream about. They want that.
Brunson is still on the bench. The Knicks have done good right here to start the second quarter. As far as, like I said, without Brunson on the court, Carly Towns has been pretty solid out there. Leading them, and the Knicks are looking a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, you got Castle on you. Yeah, he can't stop you down low. See, the Spurs are getting caught with Castle guarding Carly Towns out here. I don't know why you see this. Why they do that switch everything defense is weak. It's not good. Come on, step up, man. See, Carly Towns got to step up on that. All right, 39-34 right now. Spurs. The Spurs is hanging on to that 5, 6, 7 point lead. They're keeping the Knicks at arm's distance. Their defense has been really good. See, right now they got Carly Towns guarded by Harrison Barnes, man. And McBride shoots a 3. Like, dude, what are we chugging up that shot for? Damn, man. Dad, dumb shots, man. Spurs hit the backboard. Oh, Towns, man. Chucks up a 3. Goodness gracious. Back-to-back times, and Knicks come down with these chuck-up 3s. Come on, guys. How is he able to dribble again? Wait, yo, this game is getting really weird out here. Fox already dribbled. How can he dribble again? How can he dribble again? How does he dribble again? De'Aaron Fox dribbles down the court. They tie him up. He spins around, dribbles again, and gets fouled, and now he's at the line? You can't review that? Oh my God, man. My God. Oh my, guys, come on. How does he dribble twice? Yo, the dude dribbled, picked up this dribble, and then dribbled again. That's insane. And got points out of it. Damn, son. That's crazy. I tell you, man, the Spurs are getting a little bit of help out here. Got some BS. Some straight BS. The Knicks got called at the half court line. That call, I mean, this is nonsense. Yo, a Castle, another bad foul. Alvarado getting bailed out. We got to get McBride out of there. McBride, I don't know what McBride is doing right now. He's playing bonehead basketball, McBride. But Alvarado with a heads-up play right there. Because Castle is just... See, this is Castle, right? You know, he plays really hard, but sometimes he plays dumb. And he's fouled twice now on three-point attempts. He fouled Brunson early in the first quarter on a three-point shot, and he fouls Alvarado on a three-point shot. So once again, 42-35, Spurs up by 7. Victor Wembanyama, I believe, has, I think 5 points right now. He hasn't really done much, Wembanyama. He's been pretty quiet. Alvarado missed his second free throw. Brunson's still on the bench. I don't know why Brunson's on the bench so long. They got to get this dude up in there, man. Yo, the Knicks have to try to make a run, a rally, when Victor Wembanyama's on the bench. What are you talking about? It was not deflected out of his hand. He was holding the ball the entire time. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Weirdo. Fragrance is key. Go get some fragrance. De'Aaron Fox held that ball the entire time, my man. He never let go of the ball. He let go of the ball. You guys weirdos make comments and comment. Come on, Towns. Yo, the Knicks are not getting no calls, man. No calls for the Knicks. Towns is getting mauled down there in the paint, and he didn't get no call. Yo, this game, the Knicks have not played good at all. And once again, when you look at what they're doing, they're down by 3 points right now, 42-39. Yeah, 3 guys on Towns right there. 3 guys on Towns in the paint. And Bridges wide open for the shot in the corner. So that was a good play by Towns right there. Even though to me, like I said, it looked like he was fouled on that play. But it was a good kick out to Bridges. And good shot, Bridges. I was about to say, where else Bridges been at? Because I ain't heard Bridges' name once. I don't think he got a rebound. I don't think he made a steal or assist. Nothing out there. And Brunson been on the bench. So they made this rally with Brunson on the bench now. So again, I told you, Brunson has not started this game good. But the Knicks, again, backing him up, playing overall team game right now. And the Spurs' defense and intensity is still there. But they have not been that good either. The Knicks have been stifling enough. And I said the Spurs sometimes take bad shots, man. Like, I don't know some of the shots that the Spurs take sometimes. You just saw Champagnie, one of the possessions, a couple of possessions ago, hit the complete side of the backboard on one of those shots. And like I said, it was a bad shot. And again, like, why is Victor Wembanyama always getting subbed out? I don't know why he's always being subbed out. Again, you're 22 years old. I don't know why, like, these guys, you can't play 40 minutes. You can't play 37 minutes. This man plays like 29, 30 minutes every night. I don't understand that. You got to put that dude in the damn court, man. Especially because to me, Victor Wembanyama seems like a guy that needs to be in his rhythm, that needs to, like, have something going. You keep subbing him out, then he's got to come back in and get warmed up again and get moving again and kind of get in the rhythm. He keeps going to the bench. Like, how are you supposed to get, in a rhythm and get going? You're 22, damn it. Play the damn game. I don't like how they keep subbing him out a lot. I don't get that strategy. And they've been doing it all season. I'm not saying that there's something they're doing it different. They've been doing this all year. They always keep him around 30 minutes a night. I don't understand why that is. Like I said, I understand his size. I understand that, they're worried about his durability. But if you can play 35, 40 minutes every night in the finals, then like I said, what are we doing here, man? You're the superstar player. When is the best time to play these minutes? You should be playing these minutes right now. You want to load manage all season long. The man plays 64 games a season. Get your ass out there and play 45 minutes, 42 minutes. You guys are down 1 game to nothing. I don't even know what his stat line is looking like right now tonight, but I feel like he hasn't taken that many shots. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But I feel like he hasn't been. Yeah, he's taken 4 shots, Wembanyama. 4 shots in the game, and 2 of them have been threes. So again, this is what I'm talking about for Victor Wembanyama. All right? We're 5 minutes into the second quarter, and he's taking 4 shots. So he's out here doing his best Chet Holmgren impersonation, not being aggressive. Yeah, I'm looking at some of the numbers. They haven't really flashed many of the stats on the screen here. And when you talk about the percentages for both teams, the New York Knicks are shooting 39% right now to start the game. So again, the Knicks are not making shots. To me, they've taken some bad shots out here, the New York Knicks, and the Spurs defense has been like that. But again, they're only down by 5, and you see what they're doing. Yeah, see, like that was bad defense right there by the Knicks, man. So the Spurs came out of the timeout, and they made a nice play on the timeout. 44-39, Spurs up by 5. Brunson's back in. See, again, the Knicks have to help Brunson out, though, because they have 2 guys. Someone's open. Make a cut hard. See, the Knicks are all standing around. They're just standing around. 24-second violation. Spurs defense again. Again, the Knicks standing around, man. I don't understand why. When they have 2-3 guys looking at Brunson when he comes around these screens, someone's got to be open on the backside. You got to make a flash, because what happens is he can't see anybody. No one's coming to the ball here. See, and Robinson, he's reaching. What's Robinson doing there? Come on, man. Stop reaching. Downhill, all the way. Give it to Robinson. He was right there for the dunk, man. God damn, man. Goodness gracious. The Knicks, I don't understand some of this stuff sometimes. Hand up. Now he's all rebound. Get a rebound out there. Come on, push it. See, Brunson I don't know what Brunson is doing, man. He's telegraphing these passes, man. Good defense right there. Good defense by Newbie with the block on the break, man. Bang! Defense by Newbie on that break right there, man. Stopping the layup. Yeah, nice. And then come down the other end, a 3-pointer by Bridges, man. And a hand up. All right. So right now, I tell you, Wembanyama's on the bench, and the Knicks need to make a rally here. This was a good defensive stop by Newbie right there, getting up on Harper. And that turned into a transition 3. So that's a 5-point swing right there. Knicks are starting to build some momentum right here. Wembanyama comes back in. You see what I'm saying? See, the Spurs are really hounding the Knicks. The Knicks could barely get across half court some of these plays. Oh, come on, man. 44-42 Spurs. They're reviewing the – goodness gracious. God damn, man. They're reviewing that. Are they really reviewing that? I tell you, the Knicks can better get across, of course, some of this stuff right here. Vassell, Castle, they've been really aggressive on the defensive end. They've extended pretty damn far, man. They really have. And I tell you, they've been allowed to be physical to a degree on the Knicks. Ball handlers are trying to get across the court here. And Knicks are trying to force it sometimes, man. I feel like sometimes they're over dribbling when they shouldn't be dribbling.
Differentiates a little bit, and then it just kind of stays wrapped around his ankle. I think the wrap around the ankle.
So they're reviewing this play right now. Josh Hart grabbing on Vassell's ankle, it looks like here. It almost like one of those plays where you're just kind of reacting in the moment. The fact that the Knicks are down by 2 or only down by 2 right now is actually pretty shocking to me. Just thinking about how the Spurs defense has been, but the Spurs themselves, like I said, they've made some mistakes here. And I told you, I don't know why Wembanyama is subbed out so much. I feel like that's keeping the Knicks, or keeping them from building some more momentum. They're still reviewing this crap. Guys, come on, man. Play the damn game. This is crap. This is crap right now, man. Give me a break. Goodness gracious. See, Tim Legler just said what I just said to you guys. Tim Legler just said, we're 5 minutes away from halftime, and Victor Wembanyama has taken 4 shots so far. So when you think about that, I mean, my goodness, man, this is crazy. Yo, they gave him a flagrant for that? Yo, listen, I'm not one of those people that believe in conspiracy. I don't do that conspiracy stuff on this stuff on the channel. I don't do that kind of stuff. That's just weird to me. But the Spurs are getting some help right now here, guys. This is getting ridiculous, man. They called that a flagrant foul. A flagrant foul. Come on, man. They called it a flagrant foul on Josh Hart. Yo, goodness gracious, man. God damn, man. Goodness gracious, man. That's crazy. I want everyone to understand when we say that, the NBA is weak and soft, that play right there that I just showed that they just gave a flagrant foul to Josh Hart, guys, we've seen 10 times worse than that in a regular season game back in the day. And nothing called. Barely a foul. But that's a flagrant in the finals. So they got 2 shots and the ball, man. Yo, the Knicks are they're getting a little bit, oh, man. Like I said, I don't know, man. 46-42 Spurs, man. They're just, I don't know. It's just like to me, they got some bad breaks in the first half. Good defense by the Knicks, by Robinson on Wembanyama. See it? Another foul in the Knicks. Loose ball foul in the Knicks. Damn, son. Goodness gracious, man. Goodness gracious. Like, both teams are hustling. There's no need for them to be calling some of these loose ball fouls like this. Like, this game ridiculous, man. Now Robinson and Wembanyama are getting into it. They called technical foul on Mitchell Robinson now. Come on, man. Yo, this game is getting ridiculous now. The Knicks were building all the momentum, and now the referees are destroying the Knicks' momentum single-handedly. They called a flagrant and a technical. Even Richard Jefferson said, I don't like that call. Even Mike Breen said that should be a double technical, he just said. Yo, the Knicks were down by 2 points, y'all. They were down by 2 points. This is an absolute joke right now. See, this the crap that NBA fans talk about. Here we are live streaming the game, right? We're fans of basketball, y'all. You see how I'm talking about the game? Am I hating on these guys? I'm not hating on these guys. That's BS, man. You took all the momentum from the Knicks. Yeah, newbie. So I'm talking about. See, Aaron Newby making some good plays out here in the first half.
Defense.
47-43. Don't make no sense. We got this. Is it? Bro is a Nick Homer. You must be new here. You must be new here. Coincidence Central. It's a coincidence you showed up here, my man. You must be freaking new, my man. Please, someone educate this idiot. Nick Homer. You don't know my channel, fool. Don't get twisted out here, player. Yeah, see, because, Brunson don't play defense like that. See, another foul the Knicks. Every time down the court, it's a foul the Knicks now. Come on, man. That's crazy. This dude said, take your meds. That's how I know that you're a weird dude, man. I guarantee you have 0 videos on your channel. You would never put yourself on camera. You got no videos talking about sports. You've never even played sports. You're talking like, take my meds. That's disturbing stuff when people out here like you guys, man. Real disturbing stuff, man. Don't go watch some of my fitness and health videos, clown. You wish you had my energy. You wish. You out there taking meds for energy. You know that. Look at this. You need a Xanax. Yo, y'all look cringe, man. I know you a LeBron James fan. You gotta be a LeBron James fan. He said you need a Xanax. How do you even know about these drugs? How old are you? How old are you? I don't know how old you are. How do you know about these drugs? How do you know how to spell all these things? Because you have the prescriptions. You're the one taking these things. These people are weird, man. Weird dudes out here. But since you want to get really, like I said, you're just weird stuff here, man. We're going to get rid of you because you're making some weird stuff, man. Weird stuff from these guys. Xanax. Anyway, so the Spurs are getting all the help right now. They're getting all the momentum taken away. And it helped them by the referees, man. See, the Knicks are overpassing right now. They had a layup and they're overpassing. Bridges. Uh-oh, Keldon Johnson. Nope, let's go. 48-47, Spurs up by 1. Yo, the Knicks take the lead. The Knicks take the lead. The Knicks take the lead. Yo, the Knicks fans in San Antonio are going crazy. See, Dylan Harper with the hustle, man. That was a bad shot by Harper, but that was great hustle. Yeah, see? And a foul. And they see it. See again? Every time down the court's a foul on the Knicks, guys. Every time down the court's a foul on the Knicks. The Knicks are building momentum. They foul. They call foul. He hit his hair. That dude's hair's all the way up there. How they gonna foul on that? Come on, man. Yo, this game is getting ridiculous, man. The Knicks should be up. Like I said, man, they're really, the Knicks are having to battle everybody. Like, come on, man. Spurs are playing tough right now. But come on, man. They're getting all the favorable calls, guys. The Knicks are not getting any of the benefit of the doubt. They've actually got 3 really bad calls against them in this game. That was a good hustle play by Dylan Harper on that rebound. Brunson attacking the paint. Yo, Wembanyama is non-existent. They're not even passing to him. See, the Knicks are not staying on their feet on D. Come on, Shaman. Good hustle by Shaman. Brunson for three. I don't like that shot, though, man. I don't like that shot by Brunson, though, man. He was open, but I don't like the shot. I don't like the Knicks. They just... See, both teams now have extended their defense. Good defense. Oh, Vassell's going crazy right now. He's just shooting everything, Vassell. They're not even going to Wembanyama. Wembanyama's not even shooting the ball. I'm so confused about the Spurs offense. Wembanyama with the block on Anunoby. A good play by Anunoby, though, going at him, though, trying to use the rim for protection. But Wembanyama is not even getting any shots up. They're not even going to him, looking at him. Man, timeout. Listen, man, I told you guys, I don't like to blame referees and play those kinds of games out here. But in this first half, the Knicks in this second quarter anyways, over the last, 3-4 minutes now we've seen, the Knicks have been getting hosed out here by the referees, man. That technical foul, you kidding me, man? They called a technical foul on Mitchell Robinson, and they didn't call no technical foul on Wembanyama. Even Mike Breen said there should have been a double technical foul. Even Richard Jefferson said there should have been a double technical foul. They called a flagrant foul on the New York Knicks the play before that on Josh Hart for grabbing Vassell's ankle. A flagrant. Come on, man. And then they proceed to call a foul on the Knicks for 3 consecutive possessions. They called the Knicks for stepping on the half-court line when we clearly saw the replay. He did not step on the half-court line, Miles McBride did not step on the half-court line. They called him on the half-court line, though, on that play, right? So they've got hosed on several of these plays now. They called Brunson on the foul for hitting Vassell's hair. Remember when Jeremy Lin had that flopping hair? Remember? And the NBA talked to him about the hair because it was getting dangerous. He had like pointy hair, Jeremy Lin, and his hair was like hitting people, right? And it was becoming an issue. So they talked to him about his hair, right? And the way that he had it all done and gelled up, right? He had to do something with that. Like, come on, man. Insane stuff out here, man. Like I told you, they've called several fouls here that to me were questionable at best. And I give the Spurs credit because they've been aggressive. No doubt about it. The Spurs have been aggressive, absolutely. But the Knicks have been aggressive to a degree. Also, not as aggressive as the Spurs to start the game, but over the last, I told you, 4 or 5 minutes or so, the Knicks have been really aggressive, going at Victor Wembanyama, going at the paint, or driving the ball. But yeah, I mean, right now, the Spurs overall, their defense has been the key for them. And Victor Wembanyama has, I mean, listen, as far as the Spurs are concerned, if you're a Spurs fan, you're looking pretty good right now because, yeah, it's a close game, but Victor Wembanyama's not even doing anything. So he only has 5 points. I believe he's only taking 4 shots still, and you're winning the game. So in that regard, the Spurs are in a good spot. For the Knicks, though, I told you guys, the Knicks are not playing good either, and they're still close. And, this is what you want to be on the road, is you just want to keep the game close when you're on the road. And that's what the Knicks are doing right now. And I said they're not even playing that good. And Brunson hasn't really done anything, and it's still in the game. Once again, shout out to all you guys for coming through and hanging out with me, watch the game with me for a little bit. Like I said, guys, it means a lot. So, right now it's been a pretty entertaining first half. It's been getting a little chippy out here on the court with some of these guys because of the way these guys are playing defense up on each other. All right, so coming out of the timeout. The Spurs in the second quarter are 4 for 19 right now, 2 for 9 from the three-point line. So the Knicks defense has been really good in the second quarter when they made this little bit of a rally. Remember, the Knicks were down by double digits early in the game. See right here, Brunson. Terrible offense from Brunson, man. holding on to the ball, turnover Brunson. God damn, man. I don't even know what the hell that was right there, dude. Like, what are you doing right there? Come on, get a rebound out of here, man. Come on, Brunson. You gotta be better, man. Come on, man. Stop holding the ball. Come on, you gotta get into your set. God damn, man. Goodness gracious. The Knicks are sloppy as hell. You see the Spurs again keeping everything on the perimeter. Everything for the Knicks on the perimeter. Everything. Standing around, man. Come on, Towns. Get a rebound in there, man. Castle came flying in for the rebound. Yeah. Turnover Wembanyama. Him and Castle, they confusion right there. Backcourt violation on the Spurs. 52-51. Yeah, man. Like, come on, Brunson. That was a terrible. Yeah. Wembanyama's been very quiet. I think he's, because I said right now, Champagne's guarding Carlton Towns. He every time these guys are guarding him like that, those switches, he should be going right at them. Foul the Spurs. 52-51 Spurs. 1 minute to go in the second quarter here. That's right. He got to get down that post because they keep switching these movements, these actions, and he's ended up with a lot of these smaller guys on him. So right now, Wembanyama's on him. Come on, man. You got CJ. You got a cut right there. CK, yeah. See, that's Brunson's shot right there, but he's off tonight. He's off right now to start the game, like he was in game one. I'm actually surprised they actually called that foul on Keldon Johnson. Brunson, you guys realize that Jalen Brunson led the NBA in drawn charges this season, and he just drew the charge on Keldon Johnson. To me, I don't think that was a charge right there. I think that was a play on, no call. Come on, guys. You guys got to keep moving. There you go. See, there you go, Bridges. That was a good see. He set the screen and flashed. That's the ball movement I'm talking about. Get a hand up. Good defense right there. Come on. Don't let Wembanyama get this basket. Yes, good defense right there, Brunson. See, Wembanyama, man, is real sloppy out here. 53-52, Knicks up by 1. 20 seconds left, man. Knicks holding for the final shot. Come on, man. You got to move the ball. They double-teamed him. 56-52 Knicks. Hands up. No three. Hands up. Yo, man. Yo, halftime. Jalen Brunson is 3 for 11, and the Knicks are up going into the half. Victor Wembanyama, 7 points, 2 of 4 shooting in the first half here. So neither superstar has really, made an impact, on the game, so to speak. But when you talk about what the Knicks have done, I mean, my God, guys, the Spurs came out and gave them their best punch, I believe, as far as their defensive intensity. I don't think you could get any further up on the Knicks than what the Spurs were doing. The Spurs and the Knicks had weathered the storm there, and they're winning, leading going into the half, guys. Very impressive from the New York Knicks. Give me guys like a couple minutes real quick. I'll be right back.
These shall ease your grievous throat most readily. Or maybe a saltwater gargle.
Sold. Congratulations, sir. That is a new record.
You realize a JPEG doesn't count as a financial plan, right?
Maybe. I mean, yes. No.
PNC Bank believes a little boring advice goes a long way.
All right. So, like I said, man, good first half. Like I said, got real chippy out there. Got a little physical. I think the story of the first half right now is the Knicks actually having the lead going into the half, considering the way that Jalen Brunson has played, considering that they were really sloppy to start this game, and the Spurs came out with all the intensity. And again, the Spurs build up to a double-digit lead. Looked like they might have the Knicks on the ropes early in the game, right? Looked like they might be able to put the Knicks in a bad position early in the game. But, the Knicks weathering the storm and really playing. Yo, shout to my man. Yo, Too Raw. Dog Apocalypse. What's up, man? I appreciate you coming through and blessing the live, man. Once again, you guys know the legend, Dog Apocalypse, a.k.a. Too Raw. Appreciate you coming through, man. I don't know if you're watching the game yourself. But, yeah. So, let me see if I can see some of the numbers here and see what they've done in this first half. I told you, the story for the Spurs is Victor Wembanyama doing absolutely nothing on the basketball court out there. Really playing it very timid, almost like he's just really not into it, almost like he's kind of lost out there. The Spurs came out with the energy. Their defense, I told you, they were picking up. Castle has been sensational on the defensive end. Remember, he was drawing a lot of fouls on the Knicks early in the game. He was attacking the rim, Castle. He was picking up Brunson full court, guys. Full court picking up Brunson for the entirety of that half. So his defensive intensity, Vassell doing the same thing. Harper was, once again, also good on the defensive end. But they haven't really been able to do anything on the offensive end or sustain the offense. And in the second quarter, they went cold. So in the first half, the New York Knicks are 18 for 42, 8 for 20 at the three-point line. So they're 40% from the three-point line, the New York Knicks. So they've made some three-point shots here in the first half. 21 rebounds, 14 assists. So when you think about the New York Knicks are doing, they've made 18 baskets and they've assisted on 14 of the 18 baskets. So that's sensational. Shout out to my man NBA Sports News for coming through. We got to do it for Ewing, man. We got to give one for Ewing. I'm actually impressed. I told you I'm impressed with the New York Knicks in this first half, considering that Brunson's not playing very good, considering that they started off the game very sloppy, and that they can play a lot better than what they've shown, and they still have the lead. So again, they've been shown and they've been proven that they're an overall team. Everyone's coming in, like I said, doing something out there. Even like I said, Brunson not making shots, they were able to go on a rally when he went to the bench. So like I told you guys, 18 made baskets, 14 assists on those made baskets. See if you think about the foul calls that the Spurs were getting, if they didn't get some of those foul calls, maybe the Knicks lead would be double digits right now, because remember, they were building up momentum, and then they called the flagrant foul, and then they called the technical foul, and then they had 3 consecutive fouls on the Knicks. The three-pointer that Vassell got hit in the hair, and that really seemed to stifle the Knicks' momentum, and then they got going again. Charles Barkley, now that they have the crew here. Of course. Now my TV's glitching. Exactly. So like I told you guys, so what Charles Barkley is saying right now essentially is that Victor Wembanyama is only 22 years old, and he looks a little bit overwhelmed right now in some of these moments, in some of these games. So much respect to Charles Barkley, because this is what we talked about, right? Like, no one's saying the series is over. No one's saying the Spurs are not going to win the series or they're not going to win this game. But essentially what Charles Barkley said is talking about is, the promotion of Victor Wembanyama. He's only 22 years old, he said. So, the kid is still young. This is his first time in the NBA Finals, their first playoff run. So sometimes the hype, behind some of these guys, is a little bit too, it's too early, right? We came too early with this stuff. With them being a perfect basketball player, right? I told you, Victor Wembanyama is struggling out here on the basketball court, trying to find his shots, right? So when you think about what they're doing, on the defensive end, the New York Knicks defense on Victor Wembanyama, Karl-Anthony Towns, and what he has to do on defense against Karl-Anthony Towns, it seems to have an effect on Victor. Remember, last series, he was guarding Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein. These are guys who are not aggressive. Remember, Chet Holmgren took 2 shots in Game 7. So what does that do for Victor Wembanyama? You don't have to worry about guarding Chet Holmgren. You don't have to worry about any of those guys. So against Karl-Anthony Towns, though, you have to worry about him because he's going to take shots, right? He's going to create opportunities for other guys. So Victor Wembanyama, I think, is losing some of that, and they keep subbing him out, which I told you, I don't like the subs. they keep subbing Victor Wembanyama out. I don't like that. So for the Spurs are 17 for 41. So very close. The Knicks are 18 for 42. The Spurs are 17 for 41. But if you think about how they started out shooting 51%. Now they're down to 41%. So, like I said, they've come down to earth shooting the basketball in that second quarter. The Knicks defense turned it up. They're 6 for 18 at the three-point line of the Spurs. So the Knicks are shooting 40% from three. Spurs are shooting 33% from the three-point line. The Spurs have 23 rebounds. The Knicks 21 rebounds. They have 12 assists on 17 baskets. The Knicks have 14 assists on 18 made baskets. So when we talk about the 8 turnovers for the Spurs, 6 turnovers for the Knicks. So the Knicks have been really good and really good at not turning the ball over. 6 turnovers in the first half, 8 turnovers for the Spurs in the first half. So both teams have been pretty good at not turning the ball over too much. So when you think about overall in the first half, I told you guys, Victor Wembanyama has only taken 4 shots. I don't understand sometimes, like I said, when you watch the Spurs, like they'll move the ball around and no one will pass the ball to Wembanyama. Like they wouldn't have been passing the ball. So it's really funny to me how they'll come down and he they wouldn't have been passing the basketball. He has 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers for Victor Wembanyama. So really, he needs to step it up. He needs to pick it up. Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's the facts. Exactly. You guys know the deal, man. Shout out to my man, NBA Sports News. Right, those guys never came out the game. That's what happens. I told you, I don't understand why they do this for Victor Wembanyama. He gets subbed out so much, and it really prohibits him from getting any kind of rhythm. And it really, you could tell, it messes the Spurs up. Right, exactly. Yeah, they don't even pass him the basketball. So he's out there, but he's not getting the ball to him. And when he gets the ball, most of the time, he's only taking 4 shots. He gets the basketball and he immediately looks to pass. Right? The first play of the game, they got the ball, they rotated the ball to him. He took a jab step left, he dribbled a hard right to Karl Anthony Towns, right? Dumped it off down low, they kicked it out, right, to an open 3. That was the first play of the game. He hasn't done that many times since that first play. He's taken 2 threes of his 4 shots. He took a turnaround fadeaway shot, and I can't remember, I think the third shot was a missed running one-handed attempt, if I remember correctly. Once again, shout out to all you guys for coming through, spending some time with me on a Friday night, watching the game with me. Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Fancy. What's up? TMD, what up? Young Steve. Richard, what up? Exactly. I mean, it's crazy how, we sometimes we see some of these guys. I'm just shocked sometimes watching Wembanyama. They said not even be aggressive out there. I thought he would have came out crazy in this game. It's a big game. It's like you guys remember that scene from the movie Meet the Parents? There's a scene there where they're playing volleyball in the pool, and they got the point against him, right? And they had the huddle, right? And they're all trying to come up with a game plan, right? And they say to Ben Stiller, he's like, "Yo, that was a big shot." And he goes, it was 1 shot. He goes, that was a big shot. So, it's a big game. It's a big game for the Spurs. And Victor Wembanyama has not come out with really any energy and no fire. Like, he's playing like Chet Holmgren. Don't be Chet Holmgren. And I give the Knicks credit too, though, because Karl Anthony Towns, I told you, has seemed to frustrate Victor Wembanyama because he makes him have to play defense also, right? And I told you the Spurs do a lot of switching. Like, Karl Anthony Towns is being guarded by Castle. He's being guarded by Vassell. That's right. He said if Florence Nightingale would play some defense, he's like, it was 1 shot. He goes, it was a big shot. That's one of the greatest scenes in any movie that I've ever seen, is that pool volleyball scene. All right? Outstanding scene, man. Like, they got on my man, Fokker, right? They got him so bad that he spiked that ball down right into the sister's face. And he was so proud of himself because he got that point. And he went and turned around. He came out. He was pumped up. And everyone looked at him and they were like, yo, what'd you do, man? It was like no matter what he did in that movie, he could never win. Great movie, man. Meet the Parents. Hilarious stuff right there, man. So funny. I love that entire scene. That entire part when they go to the house for that entire, that whole day there. Everything, man. When he's in the wood shop and he's like talking to him about how he whittled the thing out of a single piece of wood. And then when they're in the kitchen and he's like, what's your portfolio like, Greg? And he's like, strong to quite strong. Like what do you say to somebody when they ask you what your portfolio is? If somebody asks me what my portfolio was, I don't know what a portfolio is. I have a portfolio. All right, I wear sweatpants, man. What do you want from me? I don't even wear pants like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go to meetings. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have an accountant. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have none of this stuff. I told you, I live check to check, man. I don't have time for a portfolio. I can't even afford a portfolio. He's like, Greg's a male nurse. He's like, yes. He's like, thanks, Jack. Oh, my God. He said, are you sniffing my boxes, dude? He's like, oh, no. He's like, your sister said I could come in here. He's like, he said, are you sniffing my boxers, dude? That's hilarious. He said, oh, yeah, Lil' Kim. He's like, she's pretty fat. He's like, PH fat. He's like, oh, because I won't tell anybody about the covert op. He was like, yeah, keep on the down low. He's like, keep on the low down. He's like, down low. He's like, no doubt. Yo, me and my wife love that movie, man. Oh, goodness gracious. That's it. Just so many funny lines in that movie. So again, man, once again, shout out to all you guys, man, for coming through. BW24, what up? Appreciate you. Yeah, just pure comedy, man. Oh, man, goodness gracious. Fragrance, Spurs are young, true, but their coaches are older and dumb. Yeah, I don't know. The Mitch guy, we know he's from the Greg Popovich coaching tree. And we know that Greg Popovich is still around the team, right? Still sends them text messages and still comes to them, to the facility and motivates them and talks. And Victor Wembanyama talked about Coach Popovich and, some of the things that he said to him during this run. So we know that he has, his hands, on some of this stuff and, his influence, the culture that he established there, with Tim Duncan all those years. We know that. But it's another thing for these guys to actually be there in these moments as a head coach, right? So this is a new experience for a lot of these players. Harrison Barnes is the guy on the team with some, real experience winning a championship with the Golden State Warriors back in 2015. But Harrison Barnes is not a big-time performer or one of the main guys when he was on that team. He was a solid role player for that team. But Harrison Barnes was a guy that, if you think about him in the 2016 finals, he was like one of the main reasons why they lost that finals, man. He was horrendous in that finals, Harrison Barnes. Like, he was bad in that finals, man. And De'Aaron Fox has been a little bit better in the first quarter, but again, he kind of faded in the second quarter. So he's 5 for 9, but again, I think he started off the game like 3 for 4 or something like that. So they're going to need him to step up a little bit. And again, I told you, Dylan Harper started off pretty strong, but again, these guys cooled off in the second quarter. So can the Knicks hold on to this lead? Can the Knicks up their defense? Can they force Victor Wembanyama to kind of continue to play this kind of like backseat game that he's been playing? Listen, he got to be aggressive, man. 4 shots, he going to have to get some shots up. He's going to have to get down close to that block, get to that elbow, and really try to make the Knicks pay. Like I said, go straight up on these guys. They got to stop subbing him out. Victor Wembanyama needs to play the entire second half of this game, man. I know it's going to require a lot from him. He's played 18 minutes in the first half. And to me, he's been subbed out too often. I mean, Brunson's 3 for 11 right now, so Brunson needs to step it up also. The third quarter's getting ready to start right now. Brunson needs to be better, man, because Brunson's been pretty bad. I told you some of the shots. It's not necessarily, excuse me, not necessarily the missing of shots, but the kinds of shots you're taking. To me, that's the key here. Again, Castle picking up full court on Brunson. Towns working on Wembanyama. They're running a two-man game. And see, once again, Brunson almost turned the ball over right there. Five seconds. 5 seconds on the shot clock for the Knicks. Yo, Karl-Anthony Towns right now. Listen, Karl-Anthony Towns is just straight up outplaying Victor Wembanyama. There's no other way to say it right now. 58-52 right now. Karl-Anthony Towns on the rebound, offensive rebound, putback layup on Wembanyama. The Knicks are extending their defense now. Good defense by the Knicks. No, see, come on, man, the fouls. Soon we start the third quarter, foul on the Knicks. Soon as they start the third quarter, foul on the Knicks, man. It's BS. The Knicks defense is extended right now. Josh, come on, Hard. You got to look for a shot on that. On a newbie. Why are you guys kicking it out? Keep going to the rim. Wembanyama wasn't even there. Newbie should have went all the way there, down to the rim on that one, man. The Knicks have started the third quarter with some real intensity here. 58-52 Knicks. Wembanyama going against OG Anunoby right now. Good shot by Wembanyama. But he was still fading away, though. But at least he was inside, closer, inside the three-point line. Castle again extending on Brunson, picking him up. Come on, Bridges. Make Fox play defense. Yo, Anunoby knocking the three down. Knicks up 61-54. Good defense by Anunoby, man. Anunoby plays really good D, man, with his hands. He's got good timing on his hands, slapping down on guys' balls, getting tips. When you're trying to rip through, he's able to get his hand on it a lot. He's got a good second swipe. So, like, he'll swipe once at the ball, and then he's able to swipe again with his other hand a lot of times. Watch him on the replay here. Swipe with that hand and swipe with the right hand. So he did right there. He swiped with the one and then with the other. Called. What was that, guys? You see what I'm saying from Towns? He's trying to draw a foul instead of being strong. Yeah, Hart. You saw that crap by Karl-Anthony Towns right there? Come on, man. Like Karl-Anthony Towns trying to hook around him. He's doing that crap, man. Just go at him on the post. See, Castle through the elbow right there. Josh Hart, good block. The Knicks defense right now is really picking up, guys. The game is getting scrappy with Castle. Anywhere Castle is, the game is just crazy right now because he's just everywhere, man. Hands, arms, grabbing, pulling, bumping. Oh, my God, man. Hart blowing up a brick, man. He missed everything. Goodness gracious, dude. Again, I don't like that shot. Josh Hart was open, but I don't like that shot. Wembanyama chugging a three up. Bad shot by Wembanyama. I don't like that shot by Wembanyama either. That's not a good shot by Wembanyama. Bad shot by Brunson, man. He made it, though. I don't like that shot by Brunson, but he shut me up, man. He walked right into that, though. He did. He walked into that three. Yo, guys, listen, man. It's 64-54 right now. The New York Knicks, to start this third quarter, yo. No, I'm just saying, man. I'm impressed. Y'all. I'm impressed because what you see what the Knicks are doing, what the Knicks do to you is, excuse me, guys, when you play with that level of effort and energy and cohesion and camaraderie, even if you're not making shots, what that does is it allows you to wear a team down. You wear them down. I told you, the Spurs came out with the defense, right? The intensity, and Castle is still playing very tough defense as far as extending out. But what's going on now is that the Spurs, right, are not really playing like they're not maximizing themselves. So Castle's getting caught up in the one-on-one, and he's doing a lot of just driving into guys, trying to get in the lane, and they're not getting Wembanyama the ball. Wembanyama's not getting involved like that. He really is not. And the Knicks are really getting to all the loose balls. They're making all the hustle plays right now, the Knicks. They're doing all the little things to win a game. I don't know how the Knicks are up by 10 right now. I have no idea how the Knicks are up by 10 right now. No idea. I told you, they haven't gotten the benefit of the doubt. And I want to say it again. Shout out to Karl Anthony Towns for what he's done in 1.5 games. This man is outplaying Wembanyama handedly. Handedly, y'all. I know Wembanyama had 26 and 12 in game 1. But when you watch that game, those numbers don't even, those numbers was no impact in them numbers from Wembanyama in game 1, really. A lot of those numbers he put up, not when it mattered most. And remember, he got most of his points at the free throw line in game 1. Well, tonight, it ain't going down like that right now. And he's playing better than I thought he could play on defense. I knew that Karl Anthony Towns had some offensive game. That's how we know him. But I've been really impressed with his defensive intensity. Yeah, you're right. That's right. Big Zesty, Karl Anthony Towns. I've been impressed with his defense against Victor Wembanyama. He's better on defense than Chet Holmgren, who was the runner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Better on defense than Hartenstein. Definitely what I've seen. So again, shout out to Karl Anthony Towns and what he's doing. He's got the facts. Yeah, no, I'm for real right now. Shout out to Dana Green. What up? Yeah, his defense has been really good, young Steve. I've like I said, I'm shocked. I'm shocked, man. Destiny, shout out to we'll see John Freeman, because the way that they're playing defense, I told you, you can always fall back on your D, right? Always fall back on your D. Your offense ain't always going to be there. You always fall back on your D, and the Knicks have that cohesion, man. They really seem to have that camaraderie. Again, still early in the game, only up by 10. So the Knicks need to continue to hustle. Yo, the Knicks just held the Spurs to a 24-second violation. The Knicks are really locked in, man. Move, come to the ball, man. Brunson. Come on, Brunson. Pass it to him, Brunson. See, Brunson to me is over-dribbling. He's over-dribbling Brunson. He really is. The Knicks are reaching. The Knicks are reaching. That was a good play by Fox. That's terrible defense, man. Reaching. That was a terrible reach. Brunson, he over-dribbles a lot. You know, we talk about a lot of these guys. They dribble, man. Like Brunson needs to like let his team come on, man. You guys are rolling right now. Don't keep pounding that rock. Castle's a really good defensive player, man. Damn. The 90s Knicks D. They trying to play that 90s Knicks D right now. Yeah, Hart's having a little bit of an off game. He's still been really energetic out there, but not the same impact of game 1. Right now, to me, Karl Anthony Towns is the man for the Knicks right now. OG Anunoby also has been really good in this game. And Bridges has made some really big shots. See, Brunson just dribbling too much. We're dribbling. Where are we going, Brunson? Where are we going, dude? Come on, guys. Yo, Bridges. I had to say this, but Bridges. Bridges, man. Oh, man. Bridges is lights out. 4 for 4 from 3 tonight for Bridges. 67-57 Knicks. Good defense from Bridges. Watch out for Fox. Don't let Fox penetrate. He's going to penetrate. Watch, don't press him up. Fox is going to penetrate. See, I told you, don't press him up, man. God. Goodness gracious. Foul on who? Oh, foul on Wembanyama. Let Fox shoot those threes, man. Don't press up on that fool. Yeah, see? Shout out to Bridges right now. See, Brunson's pissing me off right now, though, man, because he's doing way too. They're making him work too much. They're pressing up all over him. Come on, Brunson, break him down. No, you guys gotta move. Somebody gotta move off the ball. We're doing a lot of standing around. Good cut by Shamet. You gotta shoot that. Good fake by Towns. See, the Knicks are overpassing, man. See that you're overpassing. 24-second violation. Come on, man. You're overpassing. You guys are wide open shots. See, they just said too unselfish. Come on, man. Still, Wembanyama got to go get the ball, man. Post up, Wembanyama. See Castle? Oh, see, good play. Good play. Finally, Castle dumped it back to Wembanyama. Good dunk by Wembanyama. He threw it down. He was wide open in the paint on the dump off by Castle after he penetrated. Castle, again, being aggressive, though. Breaking down the Knicks defense. Brunson, you're killing me, Brunson. You're killing me, Brunson. Brunson's killing me right now, guys. Dribble. Landry Shamet. Defense, Knicks. See, the Knicks defense is extending also. The Knicks defense is really extending right now. Wide open shot for Vassell. Wembanyama with the tip-in. That might be his first offensive rebound. I'm not sure. Foul on Vassell. Oh, that was his second offensive rebound. Actually, Carly Towns tipped that in. Carly Towns actually tipped that in. Yo, Carly Towns is punking Wembanyama and the Spurs right now. 72-61 Knicks, man. Yo, they're bailing out. Oh, my God. They're bailing out Wembanyama on some of these calls, man. Like, come on, guys. See, that was a great defense by Carly Towns. They called late whistle. That's a late whistle, man. This is getting crap. That's crap. Crap. The Knicks are playing good, man, and the referees keep calling a whistle. He's over his back. How is that a foul on Carly Towns? Come on, man. See, even Richard Jarrett said, I don't like that call. If you guys are seeing this, guys, they're giving this guy Wembanyama a lot of calls, guys. All right? They are. This is insane right now, though, with this stuff. Come on, man. It's blatant. They really have jerked the Knicks here with some of these calls tonight, man. That was good. Where's Carly Towns do right there? Come on, man. The Knicks are playing tough, man. Don't rob them out here on this court. Wembanyama went 1 for 2. Come on, kick the ball out, man. The Knicks are just rotate, come to the ball. Post them up. See, Mike Breen. Yo, Mike Breen just said he's being held, and they called the foul on Carly Towns. Yo, if the Knicks lose this game, this is going to be the moment, guys. This moment right now. They're robbed. Karl Towns got what, 4 fouls now? He's holding him. That's 2 fouls in a row, man. Yo, they're robbing the Knicks. That's BS, man. That's BS. Again, the Knicks build momentum, and they rob the Knicks. Karl Towns is playing great. They got to sub him out now. See, Brunson is just, what is Brunson doing, man? He's dribbling too much and chucking up shots, man. Like, I don't like that stuff, man. Like, I don't understand Brunson's mindset right there. See, man? Yup, see? Castle hits the 3 now. Brunson is, I don't know, Brunson, you're pissing me off, dude. Come on, attack, Knicks, attack. You got to attack, guys. I don't know what Brunson is doing out here right now, but he's really. This is a key stretch right here for the Knicks. Key stretch. Yo, Bridges has been really, man, he's been really clutch today. Bridges has been, he's hit some timely baskets. That was a big shot. Bridges, 16 points, 6 of 7, 5 rebounds. Bridges has been the guy, him and Towns tonight. Yeah, Robinson. To me, it's been Towns, Bridges, Hart has been really good tonight. A newbie, man. They've been the main guys. They've been really good tonight. Brunson has not been good tonight. Brunson's holding the ball. Come on, man. What are we doing here? God damn, man. Goodness gracious, man. Goodness gracious. I don't know what kind of offense the Knicks are running, and we're just standing there. Wembanyama hits a 3. So Wembanyama's coming alive as soon as Karl Towns goes out. You see what happens? They got Karl Towns out of there on the foul trouble. No fouls ever for the Knicks. The Knicks get no foul calls. They never give the Knicks any fouls. OG Anunoby on the drive, 76-70. I don't know what kind of defense that is for the Knicks. The Knicks defense, as soon as Karl Towns went out, the Knicks defense got suspect. You see, the Knicks' entire momentum was squashed. I told you guys that was a turning point in the game. They gave back-to-back fouls to Karl Towns. They don't give no calls to the Knicks. They would have called that travel. What Castle just did right there, they would have called the travel back in the 90s. But that was a nice move. That's pissing me off right there, man. Because the Knicks have been playing really tough. And they're letting these guys, like the Knicks that can't build their momentum, they keep trying to break it up with the fouls. As soon as Karl Towns went out, the Knicks lost their momentum. Crap calls, man. Those are crap calls. Crap calls, man. Straight up. Wembanyama came on late with the Karl Towns stuff. See, so now Victor Wembanyama's getting going. Castle's been pretty relentless all night. And now he's made some shots. God damn, man. Goodness gracious, man. Some nonsense out there, y'all. Yeah, and Brunson, I don't know, Brunson is not doing that good on the offense these last couple possessions, man. Like, come on. I don't understand this stuff. They keep getting these damn fouls. And they got to take Towns out the game. He had 2 fouls, Towns, and next thing you know, he has 4 fouls, just like that. And Brunson he's playing like James Harden right now, man. Dribble, 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 dribble. Like, goddamn, dude. Dribble. Either go into the hole, do something, play with force. Stop dribbling all the damn time by standing around. They're letting the Spurs set their defense. Don't let them set their D, man. Try to get some easy baskets, some transition going. It's like as soon as Harden Towns, right, they had to sub them out, the Knicks all of a sudden, they had some issues going on. Because you got a Hart and Towns both got 4 fouls. And those are the guys that are playing, giving you a lot of energy. And like I said, Towns has been the best player. So you got Bridges has been really good tonight. Anunoby's been really good tonight. I mean, the Knicks overall have been really good as far as like people coming in and chipping in. Brunson has not been good. I told you, the superstars haven't been that great. The other guys have been, helping them out here. It's craziness, guys. Goodness gracious. I think these commercials are so long sometimes, man.
Well, congratulations to Paul Westhead, longtime NBA and WNBA head coach and assistant coach. The only coach in history to win both the NBA and WNBA championships. The recipient of the 2026 Chuck Daly Lifetime Achievement Award.
All right, let's go. 76-72, Knicks up by 4. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, and the Spurs just manhandling Knicks right now. Turnover for Knicks out of the time. God damn, man. How you turn the ball coming out of timeout? Goodness gracious, man. I don't like McBride tonight. I don't like the substitution. McBride comes in and turns the ball over. I'm not feeling McBride tonight. McBride needs to get out of there. See, the Spurs are allowed to grab the Knicks and foul them. They don't call no fouls, man. Like it hasn't been even. Let them both foul in. Like you're calling it lopsided here. Help, come to the ball. Look at the Knicks are standing around. Good shot by McBride, man. That's a tough shot, though. That's a tough shot. Come on, McBride. I need you to be better on D, man. Come on, stop making dumb plays. The Knicks got to be better, man, on D right now. This unit right now for the Knicks, this is an important stretch. 2 minutes to go. All right. Yeah, they let them play on that play. Shaman was physical with Castle on that play. Come on, Bridges. Oh, Bridges almost lost that. Yo, Bridges is feeling it tonight. Bridges got that. I like Bridges' mid-range game. 80-72 Knicks. Bridges' mid-range game is really solid, man. I like his in-between game. He plays under control. Come on, Robinson. Yo, like, where was that for Mitchell Robinson? You stand there, like, dude.
Look at that contest by Castle, but it better finish your concentration by Bridges.
Yeah, man. Yes, Johnson missed the first one.
Celebrate the NBA Finals with NBA 2K26 entering this locker code and my team to unlock an invincible Paul Pierce card.
Come on, guys.
The troops that earned rewards by taking out a historic challenge.
Told you, man, these fouls.
Finals performance. Paul Pierce, of course, in the 2008 Catholic Celtics.
I told you, 1 minute, 34 seconds. That's a key stretch right here. 80-73 Knicks up. Alvarado's in with Bridges, Robinson, Shamet, and McBride. So they got their whole second unit in right now with Bridges. And they're just looking really confused, man. Yo, Bridges, man. Yo, Mikal Bridges right now. Yo, with Carly Towns going down and Brunson not doing anything, yo, Bridges has been the dude tonight. Defense, someone step up, man. That's a travel. Good defense, Alvarado. Get a rebound. Yo, Keldon Johnson, he ain't doing nothing for the Spurs. Keldon Johnson is really, he's a sixth man of the year. I'm surprised by that. 45 seconds, 82-73 Knicks. Shamet, tough shot, man. That's a bad shot. Like some of these shots, these are tough shots, man. Like Shamet's fading into the corner on the run. Again, Wembanyama kind of going quiet here. Yeah, baby! Mitchell Robinson with the alley-oop right on Wembanyama. Bridges with the alley-oop. Alvarado playing D. Step up, hands up, Robinson. Come on, Robinson. Wembanyama with a nice shot. 84-75. Knicks up. Come on, Alvarado. That's your job. Get it. Good hustle. Good hustle by the Knicks, man. Good hustle by the Knicks, man. Wow. Balling right now. Listen, man, the fourth quarter, guys, getting ready. Right, we're going into the fourth quarter now. This is big time. This is where Brunson got to hold him down because he's been crap all game. Brunson was crap in game one in most of the game and then came on strong. This is setting up the same way. Bridges has been outstanding. He made some key baskets there because the Spurs were cutting the lead, and he really came through. I told you Towns has been great tonight. The foul trouble jacked him up in that third quarter. Even with the Spurs getting all the calls, getting the home cooking, the Knicks are pretty much dominating them right now. They really are, guys. The Knicks have shot 16 free throws. The Spurs have shot 22 free throws in the game. So, like I said, nothing crazy, but they have gotten the benefit of the doubt call and whistle in this game to this point. The Knicks continue to play hard. It's been a very physical game, a scrappy game, a lot of trash talk. I see guys talking. So we'll see what happens in the fourth quarter here. Let's see if Wembanyama plays the entire fourth quarter. Because sometimes I think they bench him to start the fourth. But let's see if he plays the entire fourth quarter. And let's see what the Spurs are going to do as far as getting him the ball. Because he was showing signs in that third quarter. So let's see if they come out and try to get him the ball. Let's see if Brunson comes back in with some energy. Karl-Anthony Towns come back in the fourth quarter. Got 4 fouls. Hart, 4 fouls for Hart. So we'll see what happens. We get those guys in there. But those guys came on strong, man. They really did. This is, like I said, the Knicks have to hold on to this here. Yeah, Bridges 8 for 9 for 20 points for Bridges, man. I mean, outstanding tonight. I told you, he played under control. Some of the mid-range shots that he hit off the pump fakes, right? Getting into the and get to the free throw line area. He really made some nice shots in there when the Knicks needed a shot with Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns on the bench. That was a nice alley-oop from Bridges to Robinson on Wembanyama. Yeah, you guys are funny, man. I see some of you guys talking about sweep. I'm not going to say anything about sweeps. Like I said, this game is far from over, and I fully expect the Spurs to win a game in this series. Will they win a game? I don't know, but I expected them to come out with a little bit more energy. Not energy. I expected Wembanyama to come out with a little more fire and a little more aggression when he kind of sat back and really wasn't aggressive in the first half. Now in the third quarter, he seemed to be a little bit stronger, coming a little bit stronger here in the third quarter. So let's see what he keeps going, or if he can keep that going into the fourth. I told you guys, though, the Knicks have been the number one defensive team in the playoffs. Fourth quarter starting out. Wembanyama catching the ball inside the three-point line. A good spot for him. And of course, first play of the quarter, foul on Robinson, guys. They call a foul. A first play. I mean, come on, man. That's a touch foul. First play of the quarter, 15 seconds in. God damn, man. My goodness, guys. Touch foul. Touch foul. Yeah, Robinson. I told you, they got to get Keldon Johnson out of there. He hasn't done anything. Yo, Mike Brown's keeping the second unit in here with Bridges. He's keeping the same lineup. No subs. He didn't make any subs. Yeah, Robinson with the tip out. Alvarado. The Knicks are taking bad shots. The Knicks are just out hustling them, man. 87-75 Knicks. Shamet with another three. Step up on D. Good defense. Wembanyama for three. Damn it, man. Yo, Wembanyama, man. Every time that they need a basket, man, I think he's been making a basket tonight. Because it looked like the Knicks were going to bust it open. He just made a three. That was a good shot by him. But once again, they forced him to shoot threes. Bridges. Come on, Robinson. Come on, Robinson, you goof. Good defense. Damn. 87-78. Damn it. Knicks bringing Karl Towns and Brunson subbing back in right now. So Shamet has been another key member. They're bringing Josh Hart back in. So let's see now if the starters could come in and keep the momentum going. Bridges has missed his last couple of shots now. It's cooled off a little bit. Yeah, see, so yeah, my throat. The Knicks defense, they gotta just calm down. The Spurs are gonna keep coming. The game ain't over. The Knicks gotta keep playing smart here. That was a good block by Wembanyama, man. Yeah, good defense, Brunson. Fox and Brunson staring each other down. Nose to nose, Brunson and Fox. Yeah, see, it's getting chippy. Yeah, see, because Brunson gave him a little bump because Fox was all up on him. And then when he made the move, Fox gave him a bump back. $87-80. It's getting chippy, guys. All night they've been talking to each other. Good rebound by Karl Towns. Brunson is off, man. Brunson's got to stop shooting those threes. The Knicks are chugging up too many threes right now with the lead. And then Harper comes right down. The Knicks are unraveling. The Knicks are unraveling, man. They're unraveling right now. They got to take it easy. Spurs on a 7-0 run. Good play by Harper. Good defense by the Spurs. The Spurs are playing their D. The Knicks are, I don't know what the Knicks are doing, though. Where's Karl Towns? See, Karl Towns is not coming to the ball. The Knicks are falling apart right now, man. Fall back on your D. Fall back on your defense. Oh, my goodness. This is getting ugly right here. This game is getting ugly. I think the Knicks need a timeout. They need a timeout. Come on, Brunson. Stop holding the ball, man. Brunson's killing me tonight. He's killing me tonight, Brunson, man. He really is. I'm not saying he's playing bad, man, but damn, dude. Oh, my God, these shots from the Knicks. Thank you, Shamet. Yo, he bailed the Knicks out on that one. That was a bailout shot by Shamet, man. My goodness. Damn. 90-82. This game is just like the Knicks. I don't know what they doing sometimes. And the Spurs, they had the Spurs scrambling. They had them scrambling right now. The Spurs defense has picked up here to start the fourth quarter. And the Knicks are, to me, they're taking some bad shots. They're not taking good high quality shots. Some of these possessions, like I said, you're chugging up some of these threes when you have an 8-9 point lead. When you try to want to work for a better shot. Granted, the Spurs have been, playing really good D and forcing him to some of these shots. But that was a big three by Shamet because the Spurs won a 7-0 run and the crowd was getting crazy. So that was a good momentum stopper. Goodness gracious, man. Goodness gracious, guys. Again, shout out to all you guys out there, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Dubtown King. That was a big shot. Yeah, man. These guys it's crazy. It's going to come down to the end again. It really is. And I told you the Knicks defense has been good. Has been really good, actually. Bridges has been excellent tonight. He's missed his last couple of shots here, but he's been excellent tonight. Karl Towns, excellent until he got those fouls, and it kind of took a little bit of a steam out of his sail, or wind out of his sail, I should say rather. Hart had just checked back in, right? He had the foul trouble also with Karl Towns. And Brunson, to me, has been very frustrating tonight. I've been very frustrated with Brunson, watching him do a little bit of over dribbling, taking some bad shots that, I think he forced some of these shots up tonight. So, I really hope to see him trying to, come down the stretch here a little more under control because Castle has been really intense. And like you said, you see it's getting scrappy. It's getting chippy with like I said, Fox and Brunson going nose to nose. You had Brunson's dad out there getting pretty heated. But all in all, Brunson has not been really good. And the Knicks are still winning this game pretty handedly right now. Like I told you, out hustling the Spurs overall. Even though I told you Brunson has not been great, Knicks are winning the game. You fall back on your D. Shamet coming up with clutch shots. Mitchell Robinson, man, making some key plays out there. He had a couple of nice blocks. Alvarado came in with some energy. Ooh, man. Yeah, let's see if Brunson play better. It's almost Brunson time, though, right? It's almost Brunson time. When you start to get down to that, 4 or 5 minute mark, that's Brunson time. So we'll see what happens down the stretch here. Yeah, Alvarado. Alvarado he always comes with energy. All right, so here we go. 8 minutes to go, 90-82. Knicks up by 8. Spurs want to play at a timeout. Damn, my throat. Good deep, a foul. Thought that was good defense by the Knicks right there. They called a foul, though. I don't know how they. Who's the foul on? I'm confused with some of these foul calls, man. I really am confused because Harper made a really nice move and he just missed the shot. That was good defense by the Knicks. So Harper makes 1 or 2, 90-83. Knicks. Again, man, the Knicks, like I said, the Spurs are really getting some of these benefited doubt calls. Brunson, a lot of dribbling against Castle, man. Don't let Castle sit on you. How is that a foul on Hart? Yo, this is getting crazy right now. Yeah. But that wasn't over the back on Wembanyama, though. Man. I told you, the Knicks are not getting any benefit of the doubt calls, man. They're just not. This is crazy how much stoppage there is for these fouls. Oh, man. Come on. We're making subs. Like, they got to keep bailing Wembanyama out. Come on, man. Like, come on. Oh, goodness gracious. Good defense. Come on, Brunson. That was a nice layup by Brunson on the fast break right there. Good defense by the Knicks. Come on, New York. You got to play some D. You got to play D. No threes. Yo, Wembanyama throwing some of them illegal screens, man. God damn, man. Yo, every time the Knicks get fouled, man, they gotta stop fouling. You gotta stop fouling, guys. Those are bad fouls, man. They're gonna be in the bonus soon. Bad fouls for the Knicks right here. A couple of these fouls have been questionable, but a couple of these have been legit fouls. Yo, Castle's doing a lot of flailing, man. He's doing a lot of flailing, Castle. I like him, but that's flailing, man. Come on, dude. Come on, Towns. See, Towns got to keep going to the basket on that. Too many threes for the Knicks. I still think that's too many threes, but that was, man, McBride. McBride made it, though. He made it. 95, guys. It's 95-83 Knicks. I thought that was a bad shot by the Knicks, but McBride made it. I feel like they're getting a little bit too heavy with the three-point shots. Great shot, though. Great ball movement right there, man. Goodness gracious, man. Yeah, Castle was, I don't know what that was by Castle. He was out there, like I said, throwing himself on the ground. I don't know what that was. That was actually sad. I saw Brunson do that a couple times early in the game, and I told you I didn't like that from Brunson because he was too worried about trying to draw a foul, trying to get the referee whistle. Just play your game. Shoot the shot. This is a key moment right here for the Spurs. The Spurs are in trouble right now. If they can't figure out a way to get Victor Wembanyama rolling more consistently, right? No one else seems to be involved out there on the court. Castle's doing a lot of the ball handling and a lot of the aggression and initiating of everything is on Castle. Harper. Let me look at something here. I want to see something. Yeah, like when you look at yeah, like Vassell. I was wondering about Vassell and Champagny. I feel like Champagny hasn't taken any shots in a long time, and Champagny's only taken 6 shots, and I feel like most of those shots were in the first half. Vassell, he took 8 shots. Again, I feel like Vassell hasn't been that aggressive either. But Champagny has been non-existent. Keldon Johnson has done nothing out there really on the basketball court for them. Like I said, I just don't see how he was a 6th man of the year this season, but it doesn't really seem like he's that important to what they do on the court. You would think that a 6th man would be a guy that was involved, a lot when he's on the court, but he doesn't seem to be that involved in what they're doing. Same thing with Victor Wembanyama sometimes. Like, you would think that Victor Wembanyama was on the Knicks. Like, they don't even look at that dude. It's craziness right now. Chad Bremer, the Spurs looking at a different team now compared to his season against OKC. Yeah, and what you see from the Knicks versus the OKC Thunder, and I did not think that this would be like this, but what you see is something like Karl Anthony Towns and the difference between him and a Chet Holmgren or Isaiah Hartenstein. And that's why I always tell you guys, if you think about the great big men of the other eras, especially the 90s, this is what we're saying when we say these guys would struggle against those guys. When you see the competition that they have to go with, you're struggling against some of these lesser dudes. The Knicks are playing at a higher level than the Thunder were this season in the playoffs. The Thunder were not playing great. Even if you look at that series against the Lakers, remember, SJ wasn't even good in that series. He was not good at all. So Victor Wembanyama's on the bench yelling at his team. He's trying to pump them up. He's trying to fire them up. He looks real emotional on the bench. Let's see what happens. Anunoby's been really good on defense tonight, man. Like, he's really been putting the clamps on people with a lot of active hands. Oh, rolled out. Good defense by Karl Anthony Towns right there. Wembanyama missed the shot. 6 minutes to go, guys. It's almost Brunson time. Oh, attack the rim. Come on, New York, attack. We don't know his long. There you go. He got him. He got him. He dunked right on him. And Anunoby dunking right on Wembanyama. Bodied him. See, man, but the Spurs come right down. Foul on the Knicks. Yo, Anunoby, man. Yo, he just bodied Wembanyama. He banged him, right? Bang. What I tell you guys, you have to go at the shot blockers. You have to put the ball on the rim, not the backboard. You got to dunk it. And that's what Anunoby did. He went for the rim, not the backboard. Harper at the free throw line makes the first one. (26-16) the Spurs free throw advantage, or plus 10. Spurs are down by 13. Now they're down by 12. Knicks up by 12, and they're negative. Like I said, they're down in all those free throws. Down 14, negative 15 the free throw line. Or negative 11. Brunson versus Wembanyama. Come on, man. Put the ball up, man. See the Knicks, man. See what I'm saying? Like, Brunson dribbled so much time off the clock. Come on, man. Big stretch right here for the Knicks, man. Good shot by Fox. That was a big shot by Fox right there. He made a nice move on Brunson. And Fox knocks the three down, 97-88. Wait, he was on the line. That looked like he was on the line to me. I don't know. We'll see what happens if they're going to look at that and see what it says. But it looked like he was on the line. But good shot by Fox because they need him to do something. They need him to do something out there. And the Knicks on that last possession, that's a bad possession, man. Yup. Let's see. You guys see this commercial here? This clown ass Kevin Durant. They got a weird ass Kevin Durant commercial about lotion and his dry ass legs. Goodness gracious, man. Kevin Durant doing CeraVe commercials. Soft ass dude. All right, let's see what happens here. 5 minutes to go. This is it, man. This is Brunson time. This is when it needs to close it out. This is where you got to hold the game right here. You up by 9. Nope. Brunson looking sloppy, man. He really is sloppy. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Come on, Knicks. You got 4 seconds. Give it to him. See, the Knicks are getting sloppy right now here. There's a tough stretch right here. Come on, man. Uh-oh, Fox is feeling it. 1-on-1 with Brunson. Yeah, see, Fox is abusing Brunson right now. Brunson can't guard Fox 1-on-1. 97-90. Another 7-0 run for the Spurs. Remember, they had a 7-0 run last time. No, Bridges, don't shoot that. Why would Bridges attack the rim? He pump faked the whole lane. That's terrible basketball, man. That's terrible basketball, man, from the Knicks. God damn, man. Come on, Bridges. You've been good, man, all night. "9-0 run from the Spurs, man. Here we go. Here they go. Here they go. Damn Knicks. Damn Knicks, man. Come on, Brunson. Damn, Brunson. My God, man. Goodness gracious. So Brunson has not been that good tonight, and he's getting abused on defense now. But the Knicks have, like Bridges, he has the ball. He pump fakes. The guy goes flying past him. There's no one in front of him. He decides to sidestep, shoot a 3. Dude, attack the rim. Do your mid-range. Bridges got a good mid-range. Take a couple steps in. Shoot the jumper. Come on, man. Damn. Where's Towns at? Towns disappeared after those 4 fouls. He disappeared. I told you I messed them all up. Castle's on the bench. That was a good move by Wembanyama off the glass. Knicks it up. Now, listen, the Knicks miss shots. That's okay. But don't play dumb. Come on, Brunson. You got to close the deal, Brunson. It's your time. This is money time. Come on, Knicks. You got to get a basket. You got a timeout. Yeah, Knicks are in trouble right now. Knicks are in big trouble right now. Brunson's still down. Vassell with a 3. 12-0 run. Brunson's blowing this, man. Brunson's blowing his game right now. He really is. The Knicks look just, I don't know what the Knicks are doing right now. You guys are playing not to lose instead of playing to win. Attack them. Attack the defense. Come on, Anunoby, where you at? Bad shot by Brunson. God damn, Brunson. Come on, Brunson. That's a terrible shot. Why are we shooting threes? Why are we chucking up threes? The Knicks are done. The Knicks are done. Tie game. Yeah, this is done. Knicks are done. The Knicks are done. The Knicks are done, man. I don't understand what they're doing on offense. They just seem like they gave up on offense. Like they had the lead, like, oh, we're good. Dude, what's going on here? I am completely shocked right now with what the Knicks are doing. Completely shocked what the Knicks are doing. Because I don't know what kind of, like, I don't know what we're doing. Or you're doing offense. What are these guys doing on offense? I mean, the Spurs are making a rally. That's going to happen, right? They made a run. But you guys are not playing smart basketball, right? They chugging up threes. Goodness gracious, man. Goodness gracious. We'll see. They're going to review that play. This game should have been over as far as the Knicks holding on to the lead. I'm not saying they should have blew them out, but they should have been able to hold on to this lead. They're not playing their game. They've gotten away from their game. And I told you guys, the Spurs have been getting the benefit of the doubt all night. And, you see this stuff. And Brunson's been bad tonight. Bad. Like, damn, man. Bridges went cold. Right? Bridges went cold. Shamet. Carly Towns. This looks like a foul, though. Let's see what happens. Ooh, big call. That's a big call, man. Big call. See, even on that play, it was a clear foul, and they didn't call the foul for the Knicks. 3 free throws for Andrew OG. The Knicks have went 0 for 6 in the last 6 minutes. I mean, the last couple of minutes. They've been 0 for 6 in the last 4 minutes. 2 free throws so far for OG. 99-97. These are the first free throws in the second half for the Knicks, Mike Breen just said. These are their first free throws. The Spurs have been shooting free throws all night. Their first free throws in that second half came in 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. That's BS. They've been manhandling the Knicks. So De'Aaron Fox is coming on strong right now. Alley-oop to Wembanyama. The Knicks are struggling on defense right now. The Spurs have all the answers. Come on, help him out. Cut, you gotta cut to the rim. Damn, OG. You know, OG's there. Dunk that ball, man. It's a big possession for the Knicks right here, man. Come on, man. My TV's glitching up right now, guys. Forgive me. Oh, my gosh. That was a nice play. Brunson inbound. They got the ball back. Layup. Knicks up 102-99. 1 minute, 50 seconds to go. Oh, terrible defense. Come on, Knicks. Where's your defense? Switch it back. Someone help out Wembanyama. Help him out. God damn, man. Air ball from Wembanyama. He forced that three. That was a bad shot by Wembanyama. He forced that three. He shouldn't have shot that. Wait. No, Brunson. Oh, my God. That's the game right there for Brunson, man, if he makes that. No. That's a clean block. That wasn't a clean block? Did it? I can't believe Brunson missed that layup, man. How did Brunson miss that layup? Oh, yeah. Good. Go 10. 102-101, man. Brunson missed that layup. They needed that layup. He needed that layup, Brunson, man. Yeah, goal. That was a clear goaltend, right? It hit the backboard. It did. So there's really no need to review it. It clearly hit the backboard. That Brunson layup, that was a huge miss by Brunson, man. Because when he missed that layup, the Spurs got out on the break. Oh, goodness gracious, man. This is insane right now, man. The Knicks need a basket here. But even if you don't make the shot, you want to get a good shot. Set a screen. Someone's got to actually set a screen, though. You can't just not there. You got to actually set a screen. What are we doing, Knicks? We're standing around. I don't get this offense. What kind of offense is that? Why is Brunson not getting the ball? I'm done, man. I'm done with this crap. This is crap. Absolute crap. Wembanyama with the layup and foul. Another foul. How many fouls these guys got tonight? How many calls these guys get tonight? What was Bridges do? What was that play by the Knicks? How come Brunson didn't get the ball? It is terrible stuff. They isolated Mikal Bridges at the top of the key. That's a crap call, man. They've been bailing Wembanyama out all night. All night they've been bailing that fool out. I'm so tired of seeing Wembanyama at the free throw line. It's crap. That's a foul, man. God damn, man. Brunson tied it up. Brunson time. Brunson time. Damn, man. I'm so tired of seeing this fool at the free throw line. BS, man. I told you, the Knicks didn't get their first free throw in the second half until 2 minutes ago in the fourth quarter. That's crap. Crap. Knicks have been playing tough all night, and you robbing them. BS, man. I don't know, what was that possession by the Knicks? Like, why not give the ball to Brunson? You isolate Bridges, and he turns the ball over? Bridges, he went cold, man. The last, 6 minutes of the fourth quarter, 7 minutes, he went cold. And Karl Towns, after that fourth foul, that messed him all up. Those back-to-back foul calls on Towns, that's some BS, man. I still can't believe Brunson missed that layup. Damn. I can't go to overtime tonight. I can't do overtime. I'm going to pass out. I can't do overtime tonight. This is just getting ridiculous right now. Out of control, man. Stay down on D. Rebound Knicks. Rebound Knicks. See, that's a bad shot by Victor Wembanyama, dude. Like, you made it easy for Mitchell Robinson to play defense on you right there. Why not take? They've been calling fouls on Knicks all night. Why not take it to the hole? This is big right here. Execution. The Knicks got to execute right here. Spurs have been playing good deep. Crap. Crap. This is crap. Crap. Crap stuff.
What's the next strategy right now in this possession? They'll advance the ball in the front court with the timeout.
30 seconds left. Knicks got the ball. Tie game 104-104. The Knicks got to try to get an offensive rebound, too. Come on, Knicks. This got to be a Brunson time. Yeah, man, it's getting late over here, man. I can't do overtime. Come on, Knicks. Let's bring this out here, right here. Come on, Knicks. Got to get a good look at least, man. Play. Show me you drew up a good play. Yeah, see Castle all over him. All right, 24 seconds left. Tie game. Yes! He stole it from him! He got him! That was a bad play! He passed the ball. He wasn't looking at him. He wasn't looking at him. Bad communication, and Brunson stole it. And they fouled Brunson. That's a bad pass by Wembanyama, though, man. Like, I see. Man, he wasn't even looking, though. Castle was clearly turning and running down the court. It looked like Wembanyama was going to dribble. Like, Castle was clearly not looking at you. That's a bad pass by Wembanyama. I'm not blaming Castle on that one. It looked like he was going to dribble the ball. 4 free throws for Brunson tonight. All 4 he made. This big shot right here, man. I know some of you guys might be a little bit ahead of me, man. Oh, he missed it. Oh, my God. Brunson missed it. He missed the free throw. Brunson, man. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my gosh. This is crazy right now. Oh, man, this is it. Oh, OG almost got that rebound. Oh, wait, yo, Cornette used his foot to get that ball. That was a sneaky play by Cornette right there, man. That was a sneaky play. He put his foot in there and corralled the ball out of LJ Anunoby's hands. You guys saw that, right? I don't know. I'm behind, guys. 105, 104. I'm not looking at what you guys are writing. I don't know what happened. I'm not looking. I'm behind. All right, inbound to Fox. Wembanyama screen. Back to Wembanyama. Robinson. Wembanyama missed it. He missed it. The Knicks have won. The Knicks won. The Knicks won. The Knicks are up 2-0. The Knicks are up 2-0. Wembanyama. I don't know about that shot. I don't know about that play. I don't know what to say right now. I'm speaking. You guys can see I'm speechless. I'm speechless, y'all. Yo, shout out to the New York Knicks, man. Shout out to the New York Knicks. The Knicks, I ain't never seen the Knicks up like this. They up 2-0. And they look really good, man. And despite all the free throws, the BS calls, a flagrant, a technical, Brunson did not play good, but the play of the game came down to a turnover by Wembanyama. Throw the ball to Castle's back. That was the play, guys. Yo, shout out to Karl Anthony Towns tonight. Again, much respect to him for proving me wrong this season and showing and proving me that he can play defense on this level that I didn't think he could play. He's outplaying Victor Wembanyama handily in this series. The series to me has been, or the MVP is Karl Anthony Towns of the Knicks in these first two games to me. Because not only has he played really good, his defense has been really good. He's played under control. He's been the key to this Knicks team. Now, we know the Knicks have been playing a very good overall game, a team game. But to me, he's outplayed Wembanyama handedly in the first two games of the series. They're talking to Karl Anthony Towns right now. You guys know I'm not a big Karl Anthony Towns fan. I still believe he's really, flimsy and he plays like Gumby out there sometimes. He fell down several times tonight, but he has once again stepped up and he has played on both sides of the ball to a level that I did not think he could play. And he has once again outplayed Victor Wembanyama in this series. This guy said this guy's talking about Jokic. You're talking about Jokic in a live show where Jokic was knocked out in the first round, my man, by the Minnesota Timberwolves? You're talking about Jokic? Please, my man, go make a video on Jokic. Let's do that. I'm embarrassed for you that you brought up Jokic right now. When Wemby has actually showed how to beat OKC, the same guy, the same team that they tell us New York can't beat them. Why don't you tell Jokic to take a cue from Victor Wembanyama's defense? You see how he intimidates the Knicks? You see how the Knicks have to turn around and worry about him? Ain't no one worried about Jokic. You put up Jokic in a live show of the finals? Of the finals, my man. You're a loser, dude. That's a loser comment. Yo, go make a video about Jokic. That clown was out months ago. Ain't no one worried about Jokic. You guys are weird, man. My bad take. My Jokic takes it on the money, fool. On the money. Tell Jokic to go practice some defense like Wembanyama. Maybe he'd be in the finals right now if he plays some defense. I can't believe you brought Jokic up. You guys are weird, man. I tell you, Jokic fans are new LeBron James fans. Oh, my goodness. Once again, shout out to the Knicks, man. Huge win for the Knicks. They went out there, man. I mean, my goodness. Bridges came out with the energy, knocking down shots early, faded a little bit late. Brunson was not good all night, but he had the steal at the end, made the one free throw. It was enough to give the Knicks the win, even though the referees were giving them some of the calls. The Knicks were relentless all night. The Spurs played a really good game tonight, man. They played tough. They hung in there. Their defense was good. They just, the play sometimes of the Spurs, they play dumb basketball, right? Low IQ basketball. Sometimes out there on the court, Castle made some bad plays down the stretch. But the Victor Wembanyama turnover, guys, with like 10 seconds to go was the play. That's what really derailed the Spurs. Remember, the score was tied 104-104. The Knicks had missed a shot. Brunson missed a shot. Wembanyama gets the ball. He starts dribbling. Castle's running down the court. He throws the ball at Castle's back. Damn, man. Oh, my goodness gracious, man. Again, I know the New York Knicks fans are going crazy right now. I know they're going crazy in the streets. I know everyone's, I said, I'm about to pass out. It's 11:30 on the East Coast. I'm tired as hell. My voice is shot. Knicks up 2-0, guys. 2-0 Knicks. Again, shout out to all the Knicks fans out there. Shout out to New York. Like I said, I'm impressed with what I've seen from the Knicks. They've won 2 games where it looked like they were going to be down, by a lot. They were able to bounce back, get the lead, then lose the lead, and still find a way to pull out the win. The great teams find ways to win games, right? And the Knicks found a way to win this game. Wembanyama missed that shot. He missed it, man, right? That pass off the back. Yo, shout out to Carly Towns, Bridges, Hart. Anunoby was really good all night. Alvarado came in with some energy. McBride made a couple of shots. Landry Shamet. And shout out to all the Knicks, man. Shout out to all you guys that came through. I'm going to end the live show. Like I said, I had a great night with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the live show, man. I hope you guys, to see you guys maybe on Sunday morning. I might do a LeBron James Fans Say Weird Things Part 75 or the 75th edition or anniversary on Sunday morning. We'll see what happens. I'll see how my voice does. Oh, God. You guys know the deal, man. Once again, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me, man. You guys know the deal, man. I'll get you guys on the next one, man. Knicks, 2 games to nothing, man. Spurs got to go to Madison Square Garden, y'all. It's going to be tough, man.